Phones are going on and we press that button and we're live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know if you can hear us and you can see us okay. I'm joined tonight by Stuart.
Hello.
And Rob.
Howdy.
We're going to be doing a full 3-player tutorial and playthrough of Minos, Bronze of the Dawn Age, Dawn of the Bronze Age. Either one of those. Dawn of the Bronze Age, that's it. I knew I'd get that.
Bronze of the Dawn Age, gotcha.
Bronze of the Dawn Age, that's the second edition that will be coming out next year. This is a sponsored video. Thank you very much to Board and Dice for sponsoring this video. This game is not out yet. It is going to be Board and Dice's big new release, which I believe is going to be released at Essen Spiel this year. This video is designed to give you an idea of whether it's the kind of game that you might want to buy, or if you've already bought the game, this will show you how it plays. And yeah, we're going to be doing a full playthrough today. We're not going to be doing a full rules teach up front. I will be explaining the rules to you as we're going along, but hopefully this will give you a good idea of how it plays. We have a representative from Board and Dice in the chat. We also have the designer himself in the chat. So hopefully we won't make any mistakes. I've had a couple of practice games of this and I think I'm okay with the rules. But if we do make any mistakes while we're playing, please highlight them in the chat and we'll keep an eye on it. And yeah, I think we're good to go. So to give you an overview of what this game is about, we are going to be playing this game over 4 rounds, and we are trying to score as many points as we can get. Now, observant people among you will notice that our point scores are already not on 0. That is because at the start of the game, each of us gets one of these cards. Now, these cards are for the 3-player game, so there are 3 of them, and you shuffle them, and each player gets one of them, and it tells you which area on the board you're going to start in. It tells you which good you're going to start with, special abilities, how many cards you're going to draw, how many cards you're then going to discard, how many victory points you start with, how much cash you start with, and how many weapons you start with. So we've each got one of these, and Rob's got the special one. Rob's got a special icon in the top left, which means he's the start player, which is why he's got that piece there, and he is the start player. So that card tells you what sort of stuff that you start with. In addition to that, if we just go back to my player board, there is a method in the game where you will choose which starting ability tile you want. We've kind of done these at random, and I would recommend for your first game, just pick one at random, but there are 5 of these, and I think you draft them in reverse player order. But we've each got a special ability which is printed which is shown to the left of our player board, and it starts off, you've got the bottom ability, and over the course of the game, you can make that better. So one of the things to do in setup is that you will draw 6 cards. Now, there are 2 decks of cards in this game. There's the blue deck, which is the first age, and then there is the red deck with the squids on the back for the second age. And at the start of the game, each of us gets a certain number of cards. I've got 6, Stuart's got 6, Rob's got 7. We choose some of those cards to keep and some of those cards to discard. Now, I've already chosen mine.
Yep.
Have you chosen yours?
Yep.
So I've got to, out of my 6, I've got to discard 3 of those cards.
I have to discard 4.
You've got to discard 4.
And I have to discard 3.
Right. And then each of us gets to tuck one of those cards into our palace. And at this point, I'm going to explain a really important part of the game, because underneath my player board, in fact, underneath all of our player boards, there is a big space. But over the course of the game, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be tucking cards underneath our player board. And this area here is called our palace. And I am going to tuck, I've already decided, it's going to be this one. And when you tuck a card underneath the palace, you ignore all of the stuff on the top, and what you do is you slide it underneath like that. There is an engine building element to this game, and what this means is, from now on, every time I perform this action, I am going to get this bonus. So every time I do this action, I'm going to get 1 weapon, which is represented by this axe token here. And over the course of the game, I'm going to be tucking more cards into my palace. And if I tuck more with this icon, I'm going to line them up here. And what will happen, and you'll see this by the end of the game, I'm probably going to have 3 or 4 cards with this icon all lined up here, which means every time I do this action, I'm going to get to do all of those abilities in order. Now, we'll come on to tucking cards later on in a bit more detail, because you can tuck cards from in play, ones that you've already played, or you can tuck ones from your hand directly into your palace. But normally, when you tuck a card from your hand into your palace, you lose points. This one, because it says here, add a card to the palace, but you don't lose any victory points. Essentially, it means you can tuck a card from your hand into your palace without losing any victory points. So that's what we've all done. Right, that is the setup done. So let me show you the top of the playboard. This is the round tracker. So we have 4 rounds. We have round 1, then we have round 2. Then we have this end of age scoring. So certain things will score at the end of the age. Then we do round 3, then we do round 4, then we do end of age scoring again, and then we do final scoring. Now what's not printed on here is there is also income. So at the end of each round there is income. So you do income 1, 2, 3 and 4, but that is the structure of the game. And actually the iconography here is really good. So you don't have to keep referring to the rulebook. You just need to look here and go, oh, what's this? This is farms. Farms will score. So yeah, we're going to be going through these 4 rounds here. Now, each round follows a certain sequence. You will notice that we have dice in the game. And in a 3-player game, we have 4 blue, 4 red, and 4 yellow, and 4 grey. Grey are the special dice. If we were playing a 4-player game, there would be an extra grey dice. And just so you know, this is the board for the 2 to 3 player game. So if we were playing with 4 players, we'd be using the other side of the board, which has more territories. And in fact, if you're playing the 2-player game, there is an overlay that covers over some of the territories. So the size of the map actually scales based on the number of players in the game. It is a 1 to 4 player game. There is a solo mode, and the person who designed the solo mode is in the chat. This is Board and Dice representative. It's David Turtsey and Capsper, but I believe that you've done all of the work and David is just there to put his name on it. I'm only joking. Anyway, what do? Well, first phase of each round, we roll the dice. So let's do that. Let's jump in and start playing and roll all of the dice. We roll all of the dice, and if there are 6 or more of the same value, then you re-roll them all. Now, I don't think we have.
Look like it.
No. Now, this is my first question. For any mathematicians that are watching this, or if you're watching this video back afterwards, please can you let us know the statistical probability of rolling 6 or more of the same value? Let us know, because we were talking about this afternoon and we're not quite sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up these dice. We're going to group them together by number. How many ones have we got? A few ones. Oh, we got a good mix. Now, the value of these dice is important, and the colour of the dice is also important, as you will see very shortly. So we've got 3 1s, we've got 2 2s, we've got 3 3s, we've got 4 4s, 3 5s, and only 1 6. Okay. So what's now going to happen is after the dice have been rolled, we are going to start in turn order. So starting with Rob, who is the first player, we are going to be drafting one of those dice, and we're going to placing it on one of these action spaces here. Each of us has 4 of these dice containers. And when you take a dice, what you do is you put it into one of the containers and then you put it on the action space. We've got 4 of these, and we're going to be going round one at a time until we've all used all 4, which means 12 of the 16 dice are going to be used. Now, let's have a quick look at the actions. The actions, there are 5 action spaces. Now, for added variability, the game does come with some overlay tiles, which I've not used yet, but you can overlay these with different ones. But essentially, these are 5 of the 5 main actions in the game. And what you're going to be doing is you are going to be taking your dice holder and you're going to be putting a dice into there, and you're going to choose which action you want to do. The first dice, which is placed in an action, will always go on the left-hand side. Then, if somebody goes there with a die of lower value, for example, Rob, if you go there with a die of lower value, what happens is he's going to push it along. If somebody goes there with a die of the same value, then it goes to the right like that. But if I went there with another 3, then what would happen is my 3 would go in the middle. So each of these actions can only be done 3 times. Now, the action resolution comes later on, but essentially what's going to happen when we come to resolving this action, I'm going to get to do it twice. Rob's going to get to do it once. Stuart's not going to get to do it at all. But don't feel too sad, because down here is the wild action, which allows you to pretty much do any of the other actions. But the dice placement here is quite clever, and you're going to see how it's even more clever because later on there is a specific order in which you need to take the dice back. Anyway, starting with Rob, who is the first player at the start of the game. Choose a dice and choose an action.
I shall take this grey 5, and I shall pop the grey 5 here in the building.
Okay, so that action there, and you'll see this a lot more later on, but that action there is going to allow Rob to build stuff on the board. I did have an idea of what I wanted to do, and that was... What was it? Oh yeah, it was that. I am going to take the... I'm going to take the 6. Bigger is better. And I'm going to place it here. This action is about playing cards. Stuart.
Okay, I will also take that action, but with a red 5. Okay. I shall also take that action with a yellow 4.
Okay, so that's that action full now. Nobody can select that again. I'm going to go blue 5. We're all choosing the big numbers. You'll see why in a minute. But I need to remember that that's the one I'm going to have to do first. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to put this here.
I will go for red 4. Okay. I shall go for a red 4 as well.
Okay, so that's that action done. I'm going to go blue 4. Okay, have a look at what I've got here. Okay. Sure. Let's go here. This is the action where you get to move your warriors around the board. Okay, so Stan and Board and Dice are saying that they usually group the dice by colour. You can do it either way. It's up to you. Yeah, you can group them by colour or value, whichever.
Right, my last one. So, if I take a level 1, I'm guaranteed the first position.
You are guaranteed the first position
of any of these.
That's the advantage with taking the die of 1, because nobody can go to your left and push you along.
Yes, which I think we'll do. I'll take this 1.
Who took the grey 3? Yeah.
I think I'm going to go to the wild here. So
I want
some options
one.
for later.
That's all right. So that's messed that up. That's okay.
Oh,
so now can I mess Stuart up? Let's have a look. No, I can't.
no, I've already got messed
It's fine. No, it's fine. It was the right decision to take.
I didn't need a colour. I was like, what?
I'll take the grey one. Paul needs the grey one. I don't know if I want 3 builds, although I do. If I'm going to be doing that, which might do that. Oh, it's very different from the earlier game. Already, it's very different. And I don't think I need to do that. Okay, let's... Oh, you're right. Even if I go in with a 1, it's still... Okay. You've still got to go, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I will take this 1, which means it goes in there.
Now, interesting enough, for this game, these both do the same thing.
That is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to go through these actions in a bit more detail once we actually start to resolve them. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten that bit.
Build a 3.
difference.
Right, okay, so that's that phase of the game over. The next part, and this is where you'll see why the colours and the numbers that we took were important. We all now virtually group our dice together, so we don't actually move any of them around, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to form sets of the same colour which total 9 or more. Now, grey is not really a colour. So grey can be used to complement any other colour, but it cannot be a colour in itself. So Rob, what have you got? Have you got any groups of 9?
Yeah, I can group either, because I've got 5 in yellow.
Let's just show the actions.
So I've got 5 in yellow, 4 in red, and 5 in grey.
Right.
So I can make one group with that 5 of either a yellow or a red.
Okay.
I'm going to choose to make it a yellow,
Yeah.
which pushes me one up on the yellow track.
Yeah. So Rob is choosing that die, that die, that die. It totals 9 or more, so he has a set, but that leaves the 4 on its own, and that isn't a set. And for each set that you get, you advance up the track. So we've not talked about the tracks yet, but it's a Euro game, so it's got tracks. So the tracks are down here. There are 3 tracks, the red one, the yellow one, the blue one. They all do different things, and they're all thematically tied to different things. But because Rob made a group of 9 or more yellow, he gets to advance up the yellow track. Now, the yellow track, the first step advancement here is he's going to get one of these random good tiles.
So I take one of these from the random pile,
Yeah.
and it is stone.
Okay, so there are 6 different goods in the game. We have wood, we have stone, we have,
Herbs.
we're not sure, herbs or plants, we have wheat, we have copper, and we think it's silver. Not quite sure, we think it's silver. But there are these goods. Now, some of these are face up. There's actually 5 of each that are face up, and there's a big stack of face down ones. And that icon there was to take a random face down good. Now, these are permanent goods. You don't lose these, you don't spend them. It represents the fact that you have access to that particular good. And the first time you take a good of a particular type, you move up 1 on the income track. So each player has their own income track, which you can see here. And what's printed here is the good. So the first time you get a new good, you're going to move 1 space up on the income track. And Rob has just gained stone.
Yep.
For the first time. So he's gone 1 up on there. And that's it. That's your grouping of dice done together, isn't it?
That is me done.
Right. Okay. So me, what have I got? Well, I was almost about to get 2 sets of blue, but I didn't. So I've got a 5 blue, 4 blue, so that's 9. And yeah, and I've got a 6 over here. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the grey 3. So I've only got 1 set of blue. So with 1 set of blue, I am going to move up on the blue track, which is here. And what that does is that gets me 2 additional warriors. So if we have another look back at my playboard, you will see that I only have 2 warriors in my reserve. The rest of my warriors are here. These aren't mine. I can't use these yet. But because I've just moved up the blue track, I have unlocked these 2 warriors. They are now mine. I can use them. I can put them out on the board. They never return from here back to here. Make sure you keep these away so you don't accidentally use them. But I now have 4 warriors in my reserve. Stuart, what have you got?
I have only managed to get a 9 on the red track.
You've got a 9 on the red track. Well, we've accidentally, or not deliberately, we've each got 1 on each of the tracks. So the red track, this is the easiest one to explain, is you just gain 3 money. So some of these tracks give you immediate rewards when you go onto them. If you see the hand symbol like that, that is income. We'll get to that later on. But there you go. We've done that. That is moving up the tracks. So the next phase is the most interesting one. If you're still with us, this is where it all starts to happen. Because what's going to happen now is in turn order, starting with Rob and going clockwise, we are each going to select one of our dice and we have to choose the one with the highest value. We're going to take it off and we're going to perform the actions of the space where we remove the dice from. In addition to that, you know I mentioned about tucking cards in your palace? If you have any cards that trigger off the action that you've chosen, you get to resolve them as well. And here's the clever bit. You can do them in any order. So if you've got 4 cards that trigger off a particular action, you could do 2 of them before you do the action. Then while you're doing the action, you can trigger another one. And then after you've done the action, you can trigger the other one. So you've got a lot of flexibility over the order in which you do things. Now, the way that we're doing this here, this isn't in the rule book, but I would recommend doing this. Rob, choose which dice you're going to take first, if you have a choice.
So I have a 5, 2 4s, and a 1.
Okay, so
So
it's got
I
to be
must
the
take
5.
this one.
So what
I'll
we're
move it
doing is
back
we're
here.
removing the dice. Again, this isn't in the rule book. This is just what I recommend. Remove the dice, put it on your player board. Leave the dice holder on the action space so that we know that's the action that Rob is doing, and he's done it with a die of value 5. And then when he's completely finished his turn, he puts the dice back here and takes the dice holder back. And you'll see why later on that becomes important, because sometimes the value of the dice that you took is important, and sometimes you need to remember which action was I doing again, because actions can get quite complicated later on.
I can indeed.
So let's have a look at the actions and we'll explain them as we do them. This is the build action. If you're on this space, you get to do 3 builds. If you're on this space, you get to do 1 build, but you move up 1 track of your choice. And if you choose this space, you get to do 2 builds. So Rob is going to get to do 1 build and move up 1 of the tracks of his choice, and he can do that in any order.
Yep. Before I even do that, because I've taken back a 5, my palace card is anytime I take a 5 or 6, I may move one of my warriors on the map to an adjacent location. So before I build, I'm moving this warrior into here.
So you can probably just about see that on camera. Rob has tucked a card into his palace, which triggers every time he retrieves a die that's of value 5 or 6. And he's choosing to do that before he does the action. So you've moved this warrior into here. So your warriors, if I just show you the map with the other camera, I'm going to have to scroll up a bit because we're not looking at you, we're looking at me. There you go. So when you move, you can move from one region to an adjacent region. This is where Rob started, in his city here, and he had a person in here, had a warrior in here. He's just moved that warrior from here into this region here. Now, each region that isn't a starting region has a foundation space, which is where you can build a city, and it has some level 1 or rank 1 sea peoples that can be attacked, and underneath them, rank 2 sea peoples. But you've got to get rid of the ones at the top first, and you do that by spending weapons. But we'll come to that later on. So you've triggered your ability and you've moved. Now you've got 1 build and 1 track advancement.
So the second I'm doing is my track advancement, which is going to be on the yellow track.
Okay, so Rob's moving up on the yellow track, which means he gets to improve his ability. So you know, at the start, I said each of us has a special ability. Rob has just moved his disc up to the next space, which is unlocked. Every time Rob builds something, he's going to get 2 points and a discount of 1 on the thing that you build.
That's right. And funny enough, I'm now taking
You're now going to build
action.
Okay, what are you going to build?
Right, see if you can work it out. I've moved a guy into here, which now means I'm free to build a city.
Yes. So let's have a look at my player board. Things that you can build. You can build more cities. You can build more towers. You can build boats. You can build farms. And you can even repair ships to move them further up the track. We'll explain these more as we go along, but Rob is choosing to build a new city. So in order to build it, and the iconography here is really good. This here basically says you have to have a warrior in the space, and if you do, you can build a city. The cost of a city is 6 for the second city. You've already got the first one on the board, but for each stone that you have, you get a discount of 3. Now, there can only be 1 city per region, which is why Rob has moved into here to build a new city, and you have some stone.
Yep.
So you do get a discount.
That's right. So base cost of 6 minus 3
Minus
because I
3.
have 1 stone, minus 1 because of my ability.
Special ability.
Means I pay two
Wow.
coins.
2 coins to build a city.
2 coins to drop this city down here.
Now, when you build a city, you build it on the foundations, and you immediately get the benefit of that
Now,
space.
the benefit of this space is I may take any 2 temporary goods.
Yeah. So these here, these are goods counters, but they're not permanent good counters. They're temporary good counters. Basically, Rob got a discount of 3 on his city because he's got a permanent source of stone. If he also had a temporary source of stone, he could have used this and spent it to get another discount of 3. But there's a benefit to keeping these, because if you get 3 of them, you can convert 3 temporary goods into a permanent good.
Like this.
Like what
Because
you're
I'm
doing
now
now.
taking 2 additional herbs, medicinal herbs for long voyages. And because I now have 3 as a bonus action during my turn, I can exchange these 3 for 1 of the permanent ones here.
And that is your first good of that type.
Which
so
means
your
I
income
also
goes up
then
by 1.
got 1 on there again.
Yeah. So these bonus actions, they're called extra actions in the game, but there are 6 different extra actions that you can do. They're really important, and you can do each of them once on each of your turns. And one of those extra actions is to convert 3 temporary goods of the same type into 1 permanent good. If Rob had another 3 temporary goods of another type, he could not convert them on this turn. He'd have to wait till his next turn.
Okay.
Do you want to do any other extra actions?
So, of the extra actions available, I am choosing not to at this time.
You'll see them on my turn because I'm definitely going to be doing one.
So
that's it.
I'm now checking. I've taken my bonus move.
Yeah.
I've moved up on the track.
You've
I've
done
done
your
my
build.
1 build, which has triggered that extra action here.
We're all good.
I'm now done. So that goes back to the pool. I then take this back.
And it's my go.
Before that, I built something in this turn.
Oh, you did. So you get 2 points.
Build, stake, 2 VP.
Right. My go. What have I got? I've got a 5, a 4, a 6, and a 1. So I'm having to do the 6 first. So this action here is all about playing cards. This is play 3 cards. This is play 1 card and move up on one of the tracks. And this is play 2 cards. So this is the action that I'm doing. So I'm going to take my dice back, put it on here, and I'm going to get to play 2 cards. Right. Let's show you my cards. So these are the 2 cards I've got in hand. The cost to play a card is printed in the top left, but you get a discount of 3 if you have the resource that's indicated here. Now, for playing cards, it doesn't matter how many resources you have of that type. You only get a discount of 3 maximum. So if I had 2 wood, it would still cost me 4. Now, when you play a card, you're going to get to do the ability that's printed here. The bit at the bottom, you don't get that when you play it. You only get that when you took the card. And the points at the end of the game, this is only if it is tucked into your palace. If you play a card and it isn't tucked into your palace, then what happens is it's worth 1 point at the end of the game instead of the points that's printed on it. So I've got 2 cards in hand and my ability is to play 2 cards. But you may notice that there is a deck of cards here and there is an offer of cards here. Now, I know this rule, but every time I've played the game, I've forgotten that this rule exists. You can actually play cards directly from here if you pay 3 more. So effectively, each of us has access to an additional 5 cards. And if there was one there that was really good and you needed it, then if you can afford it, you can pay 3 extra to play the card from there. I kind of need an extra wood because these cards require wood. So I was kind of hoping to have gained an extra wood token before I do that. But it's not happened. So let's just, I mean, do I want to play these cards? Because that's interesting. If I play cards that have this, I'm effectively paying the same as these because I get a discount of 3 because of that, but I'm paying 3 extra because of that. And I'm tempted to do that actually. It really depends what cards you've got. So maybe not. Maybe I will just play these. But I know I'm going to get a discount on these later. Oh, it's so hard, isn't it? Right. Okay. I am gonna do it. I'm going to play this card from here. So the normal cost is 8. I get a discount of 3 because of the herbs, but I pay 3 extra because I'm playing a card from here. So this is going to cost me 8 money. There we go. And then I basically get to do what's printed in the middle of the card, which is I get to deploy one of my warriors, and it can go on any region where I have a city. So there. And I take 1 weapon. Right. And that's that card played. The card played now doesn't do anything for the rest of the game until it is tucked. It is just worth 1 point at the end of the game. My second card play. I mean, I do have the money, but I don't know. What should I do?
Tough, isn't it?
It is tough. Because I know I'm going to get to do that later on. So, yeah, no, I'll tell you what. I am going to play this one. So it's 7. I don't get a discount. So it's just 7. So I get back 3. Yeah, I don't have much money. And the special ability on this card is I get to build. So I get to do one build. Well, I don't have...
What can you build?
Yeah, I don't have any of the resources that's going to give me a discount on building. So what we could do is we could build a tower. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build a tower. So let's go back to my player board. Let's just have a look at this. So towers require a city. So you can only build a tower in a region that has a city, and you can only build one tower per region. It costs you 3, 6, or 9, depending on which one you're building, but you get a discount for every copper that you have, and that is for every copper that you have. So if you had 3 copper, you would actually get a discount of 9, and you could build this for free. Now towers, I'm going to build this one, so it's going to cost me 3 money because I don't have any copper. This is an immediate bonus. So I'm going to get, for building this tower, I'm going to get 1 weapon, and I'm going to get to draw a card from the red deck, specifically from the Age 2 deck. Now, as you build your later towers, it will get you extra warriors, which you take from your off-board supply and put them in your reserve, and it will increase the amount of points that you get for domination. We'll talk about that later on, but that's what the other towers do. So, by building this tower, there's only one place it can go, and it's going to go there. And for building that, I get 1 weapon, I get 1 card off the red deck.
Red deck.
Now, extra actions. I did promise you that there were going to be extra actions, but I'm going to replace that next. So one of the extra actions that you can do is you can spend 1 weapon once per turn to gain a temporary good from one of the regions where you have a warrior. So I have some warriors here. I only need 1, but I'm basically going to get some temporary wood. So I've got 2 temporary wood. And yes, I could have used this temporary wood to get a discount on this card, but I chose not to because I'm trying to save up to get 3 of the same like Rob did. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out like that. Right.
Occasionally, he can't do it more than once per turn, which is why Paul can't just spend
Yes.
all his weapons to cash in.
Yeah, you can't do that. So using a weapon to get the resource from the region is a once per turn thing, and it's once per turn in total, not once per turn per region. So I've done that. I can't do it anymore. Now there is another thing that I could do. Another extra action is you can spend 1 weapon to move somebody to an adjacent space. But I don't think I want to do that just yet, so I don't think I'm going to. I mean, there's some people to get rid of. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna say done. So dice go back. That comes off. Stuart, it is your go.
Okay. So my highest dice is the 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to take that action. I will start by moving up the yellow progress track.
1 up on the yellow. So Paul, can you...
Sorry.
Otherwise I'm body slamming over.
What are you moving? I'm
Yellow.
just checking
1
the
up
chat.
the yellow.
So green moves up on the yellow track.
Yes.
And
And
you get...
hopefully
What are
I
you going to
get
get?
a
What are you
nice
going to get?
discount.
Encore.
That's not already the
What did you get?
wanted.
You got some wheat?
Green.
So it's your
Green.
first wheat, which means your income goes up by 1.
Yes. Okay, and then I will trade. Oh, first I've got a royal trait here because I've got a 5.
Because you got a
I can
5, so you take a temporary good.
Taking wood,
You're going to take some wood.
and I'm going to trade 1 weaponry
Mm-hmm.
for a wood because I've got.
Because you've
weapon
got
here.
wood here, yeah.
That.
All the goods.
And then I can play a card. I can play that one for a cost of 6 with a cost of -1.
Yeah, so
for
Stuart's special ability is that he gets a discount on all cards that he plays. And so it's going to cost you 5.
that. 5.
You could get rid of a wood to make it cheaper, but you've got the money.
Yes. And the action of that lets me add that.
Took
to
a
the
card.
die.
And you can either took a card. So yeah, let's just explain tooking cards, because the one we did at the start of the game was special. Whenever you get the ability to took a card, and Stuart's going to get that ability right now, is you can either took one of your cards from play into your palace, which is great, because remember, they're worth the points printed on them only if they are in your palace at the end of the game. Or, if you wanted to, you can actually tuck a card directly from your hand. But if you do tuck a card directly from your hand, you lose the points printed on the card. So if I wanted to tuck this card, I'd lose 5 points. Now, that card would be in my palace, which means at the end of the game, I would get those 5 points back. But ideally, you want to play the card and then tuck it. But I'm not saying you should do that, because these red cards have got really powerful abilities. So I might, if I get the opportunity to tuck a card, I might think, sure, I'll lose 5 points now, but I've tucked it and I've got a really powerful ability, which is what you did in the practice game earlier. Yeah. But you're just going to tuck that one?
Yeah, that one's now tucked in.
So that'll work very nicely for you in a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
And that's the end of my turn.
So you went up on a track, you've played a card, you've used the card's ability, you are done. Rob.
Yep. So I have 2 4s.
So you can choose either of those 4s.
So one of them lets me play cards, one lets me draw cards. Madness though it sounds, I'm going to hit the one that lets me draw cards first.
Before you do that, let's explain this action. So this is the drawing card action. I'm actually going to explain them in reverse order. So this one is draw 3 cards, or take 3 cards, and activate the bonus tile for this game. So this is the bonus tile for this game. The game comes with 5 of them, and you choose one at random at the start of the game. Our bonus tile is gain 1 weapon. So that is take 3 cards and get a weapon. This is take 2 cards and advance up 1 track. This is get 1 money, get 1 weapon, and take 4 cards, but one of them could be from the red deck. Now, when I say take cards, this specifically is any of the ones on offer or one from the top of the deck. There is other icons that you will see later on, which are only from the deck. So there is a difference between the icons. If you see a picture of the card with a number, it means offer or deck. If you see an icon that looks like it's a deck of cards, that is only from deck and you cannot take from the offer. So Rob, you're taking 3 cards and you're gaining 1 weapon. No, sorry, you're taking 2 cards
and going up on the track.
And moving up a track.
So first things first, I'm going to go up on that track. So I'm going to go on the yellow track again.
So that allows you to do 1 build.
Yep, so I'm going to do a build, and what I'm building is a ship. Now, I can have 1 ship per city.
Yep.
So I'm allowed to get this one out, and it would normally cost me 3. I don't have any lumber available, but I do get a discount of 1 because of my special ability.
It's going to cost you 2 money.
Cost me 2 cash, and because I'm placing a boat, it gives me 2 VPs. Only when I'm placing, not if I use the build action
when you're
to
increasing.
progress. And I'm going to pop that on the middle one, please,
Right,
which
okay.
technically is free to place.
Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show people this. There are 3 boat tracks. Rob is going to be going on to this one, and you always start on the bottom space. Now, if there was a cost next to that space, he would have to pay that cost as well. But your ships always start on the bottom space. Now, multiple people can be on this space here, but each player can only have 1 ship on each of the 3 tracks because you've got 3 ships in the game. Now, what's going to happen is this track is going to give Rob an income of cards. This is the icon that I was talking about. You see here, there's a deck of cards. So this is going to get Rob 1 card from the deck when we get to the income phase of the game. Now, Rob has built that ship is there. Now, on a future build action, he can move that ship up by paying the cost printed here. You do get a discount on all of these costs based on how many plants or herbs that you've got. But the idea is the further you move up, the better the bonuses are. Now, as soon as you get to the 2nd position, you get to look through these tiles. These were placed at random and there's 1 more than the number of players. You get to choose whichever one you want, take it, and you can use it at some point in the game. Whenever you get to the 4th position, you get one of the red tiles. And whenever you get to the top, you immediately get 5 points, or whatever it says, this is 5 points, and you can't move again. Now, this icon here means that you cannot progress from space 3 to 4 until you have built a tower. Once you've built 1 tower, 1 of your ships can pass. If you've only built 1 tower and you have a ship on another track, it cannot advance. You have to have a 2nd tower built in order for a 2nd ship to move up. Again, not on the same track, but on a different track. So there's a lot of rules there, but that's pretty much how ships work. Yep. So Rob has used his build action to put the ship here, and this is the income that he's going to get at the end of the round. Thank you, Paul, for reminding Rob to take the dice out of the action. which you did.
I did, yes.
So you've moved up on the track, which got you to do the build, and you built a ship.
Did the build.
Now you've got
place ship over there.
take
Got
two
the
cards.
victory points because it's only on the building.
Yep.
Now actually I have to take two cards. So I'm going to take that one there.
This one here.
That one there.
This one then there. There you go.
And then I'm going to take one at random.
Okay. And then only after Rob has taken all of his cards, that's when you replenish.
And then that is the end of my turn.
Yep.
That comes back to me here.
And you used a 4, which didn't give you any bonuses, so the 4 goes, and now it's my go.
Back to there.
So I've got a 5, a 4, and a 1. So I'm having to do this. And I get the bonus action, which is a weapon. And I also get to take 3 cards. Okay, so I know what I'm going to be doing. He says, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to take one from the top of the deck. And then also on my turn, I'm going to do some extra actions. So I am going to spend some weapons to beat up some locals and take some wood. I'll take a wood, and then I'm going to use those 3 wood, temporary wood, to get a permanent one, which means my income goes up by 1. So that's that extra action. That's another extra action. Do I do it? I think I will. Yeah, so I am going to use another extra action, and this is I'm going to spend 1 weapon to move one of my warriors to an adjacent space. We're going to move to here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the map because we're going to have a fight. So these sea peoples, they've been annoying me. I don't like these. And one thing that you can do as an extra action, if you have a warrior in a region, then you can spend, the warrior returns home because they get very tired, but you can spend the weapons printed on here in order to get the bonus. Let's just get Loki's cat hair off the table. So that's what I'm going to do. I am actually going to spend my remaining 3 weapons. So I spend those, and the warrior returns home, and I get this, which is a random goods tile. So I've spent the 3 weapons. I have no weapons left. The warrior returns home, but I get one of these. Let's take this one. Stone. That is my first stone, so my income goes up by 1. Now, this Sea Peoples tile, it doesn't have any other effect for the rest of the game, but you keep it. And the reason why you keep it is later cards might have abilities that trigger based on how many of these you've got. So although the tile does nothing itself, I'm just going to keep it there. So I took my 3 cards, I got my bonus, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. So I did 4 extra actions, I think, on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Just showing off now.
Demonstrating for the crowd.
Yes.
Right. My turn.
Off you go, Stuart.
So it must be the 4.
It must be the 4.
Ah,
So
it's interesting where a 4 is the lowest value number. In
sorry, there is something I forgot. I did that action, I gain a weapon.
Yeah.
I knew there was something I forget.
I will draw my 4 cards first. Can I have a red one?
You get the you don't have to take the red one, but the red ones are really good.
And can I have the second to last one?
This
that
one?
Yeah, and then 2 more from the top of it.
There you go. So that's your 4 cards. You also get a coin and a weapon.
And 1 weapon.
And do you have anything that triggers off that action? You
I
do. You get a temporary good.
Is there anything here I need?
And that's a very good point. The pre-order for this game is live on the Board and Dice website. So if you head on over to the Board and Dice website, you can pre-order this game now. It will be released at Essenspiel this year.
Okay. So
Which, for those who don't know, start of October. First weekend in October, I think.
for my bonus temporary resource, I'll take 1 wood.
You're going to convert them?
I can convert those 3. One of these.
Yeah. Which is your first wood, so your income goes up.
Yeah. 1. And that is it.
Okay.
Okay. No other extra actions?
Anything else you want to do?
Beat up some people?
You've taken your coin and your weapon.
Yeah. I think you did.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, that'll do. That's fine.
Okay. Rob?
Okay. So, must you have this 4 here?
Yep.
So, bring it back to here.
Play 3
Play
cards.
3 cards. So, this is should be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm playing this card
them down here.
first.
Okay.
So, it's costing me 6, but this material is silver. I have silver, so it's costing me 3.
Yeah.
I pay 3, and its result is I gain 1 weapon and 1 up
red
the red track,
which gets you
which gets me
3 money.
3. So I'll take that back.
There we go. First card played.
Yep. I will then take a bonus action,
Okay, yeah.
and the bonus action is I now have 3 of these, so I spend 3 axes, bring him home to defeat these people, and take 3 red cards.
3 red cards.
3 red cards.
It's good.
So they go to there. He goes back to my reserve.
So again, this is demonstrating that you can do these extra actions in the middle of your main action.
I just need to quickly confirm something here. Because I can now play these from my hand.
Yes. Now, red ones are generally more expensive, but they have 2 resources printed on them, so you could potentially get a discount of 6.
What does that mean?
This is your 1 income from a boat.
So right now, that's nothing for you. Oh no, it would be that.
Draw a card.
You would activate the income spot or the income ability of where one of your boats is.
Cool. Right.
For those who want to know, Board and Dice have done a good job again. The back of the rulebook contains all of the iconography in the game, and also every single card in the game, every single icon, every icon on each of the tracks. It's all fully explained at the back of the rulebook. So if you're unsure about anything, it's all here.
Okay.
We'll talk about the objectives soon as well, because we haven't mentioned that part of the game yet.
Right. Back to me. Yep. So
You've got
two
two card plays left.
card plays left. So my second card play is to play this one. Now this I have stone, so it only costs me 3.
3.
And it lets me do a bonus build.
Build.
Now the build action I'm taking is to move my ship up 1 because I have 1 herb.
So it only costs you 1.
It costs me 1 silver.
Right, which means you've arrived at level 2. So as I mentioned earlier on, as soon as you arrive at level 2,
Do you not get a discount on your?
Nope, because it specifically states not for moving the ships up.
yeah,
but
only for
them.
building new ones.
Okay, and I
Otherwise,
will
that would be way too
take a random.
So you take the tile.
Yep.
You can use that tile as an extra action once
Yep.
during the game.
So I've taken it. I'm going to immediately use it as an
Okay.
extra action because
So you spend it.
Yep.
I'm going to put it over here
One
to
of
build
these,
the little
my
wall
game.
between me and Stuart.
a second herb.
So your
Very
second
nice.
herb, your second good of the same type, moves your income track up 2 spaces.
Yep, it's also going to be a 2 discount on moving my
Yeah, it's
ships
gonna
up
be
on
really
those
good.
tracks. That's let me build that. Then my third card placement, and this is going to be fun, is I'm building. Now this is one of the red cards that only has a single good,
Okay.
but it needs me to spend 4 silver.
Oh, so it's a cheap red card.
Cheap red card, 4
They're
silver,
not all really, but look at this.
which lets me move up 1
I'm just gonna take this card and I'm gonna show
Yeah.
people. Let's show people on this map here. All right, okay, so this is the first red card that we're having played. It's going to move Rob up the red track, and also if he has 2 cities built, he's going to activate the income bonus from one of his ships. So again, once you understand the iconography, it's really clear. It really works well, and it's all described in the rulebook. So
I got 1 on the red track.
1 on the red track. Now that doesn't have any immediate effect, but it will have an effect in the income round.
I do have 2 cities out.
Yep.
Which means I then take my income, which is drawing 2
Which is draw
cards.
2 cards from the current deck.
Yep.
Right. Have you played your 3 cards?
Yes. So now these are the 3 cards that I've played,
Mm-hmm.
as well as drawing the actual ones there. So these
Yep.
all come home. Well, over here.
No, just leave them there.
Okay.
We can see them there.
Enough. I've got 3 potentials at
Yeah.
the moment. And then that goes to there. I've got no weapons, no people on the map, nothing else to do. So
That's your
comes
go
back
over.
to me.
Right, so me. I am doing this action. Now, I don't think we've seen this one yet. So this is the expand. And basically you can expand 6 times, 4 times in a track, or 4 times and the bonus, which is, in this game, it's a weapon. And every time you expand, you either add a warrior from your reserve onto a region where you have a city, or you move them 1 space. So I've basically got 6 of those things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2. Now then, let's go 3, 4, 5. Let's spread out. And I might go 6. So there's no fighting between the players in this game. You can leave your home area completely unoccupied. You are going to see that there is an area control mechanism that takes place after round 2 and round 4, where you're going to get points for dominance of a region, which is where you've got more warriors than anybody else, or presence in a region, which means you don't have dominance, but you do have somebody there. And you're going to get points for that based on how far you are up the blue track and how many towers you've built.
The map controls more that only one city, only one tower, only one farm. So there is a bit of control there, but we can get all of our cities out, all of our towers.
We can't get all of our farms out.
Yeah, that's the one where there's a bit of a struggle for it.
But again, there's no attacking other players. There's competition for the spaces. So I've done my movement. I should have taken the dice out. But I don't think I have anything else that triggers off that. It is literally just moving the people around. So that's me done. Stuart.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I could have gained some resources, and I think I will. I'm going to spend this weapon to take some copper from here. There you go. Now I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to use. I could use either of my 3s. I'm going to use the build action.
Okay, so this one here.
Yeah, let's go for that. Right, so I can build a farm.
You got 3 builds.
I'm going to build a farm.
Okay, so farms, new type of building that we haven't seen yet. In order to build a farm, you need to have at least 1 warrior in the region, and each region can only have 1 farm. Now, your first farm that you build requires you to bring back home 1 warrior from the region where you're building the farm. Your second farm, 2 warriors. Third one, 3. Fourth one, 4. But for each wheat that you have, you get a discount of 1. Stuart has 1 wheat, so he's going to be able to build a farm here, because that's the only place where he's got a warrior, without having to return a warrior home. Now, what do farms do? Well, if we have a look at my player board, they give you an immediate benefit when you build them. So your first one gets you 1 money, second one, an income track, third one, 2 income track, fourth one, 1 income track. But notice this victory point icon here is kind of in an orangey, goldy background, or bronze. This is points that you will get at the end of the second round and the 4th round, and you get the highest one. So if you manage to build all 4 farms by the end of the second round, you're going to get 14 points. So that's the other thing that farms do. So you built a farm.
Built 1
and
farm.
You got your 1 money.
Yep.
And you didn't have to return anybody because you've got wheat.
I'm going to spend 1 weapon to move this one to here.
Okay. After he's built the farm.
And then I'm going to spend another weapon.
Are you going to beat them up?
Yes.
I mean, it's
I will
2
do
weapons.
2 to gain 2.
For double the bonus, which is 2 weapons.
Yes.
So you spend 2 weapons to get 2 weapons.
Yes. And now I'm going to spend 1 weapon to gain a
copper.
Great.
That's not grain. That's copper. Grain's there.
Oh yeah. So I forgot you can't just have anything.
You can't have anything you want.
No.
You can only have what's there.
Yes, that. Not what I was trying to do. So now I can build a boat.
So you had 3 builds, didn't you?
Yes. So I
So
can
you
build
built
city.
a farm.
Yeah.
You then, how did you move the person?
Weapon.
Oh, using your extra
Weapon.
action, yeah.
Right. So
Now you're going to build a city.
city there for
That's going to cost you 6, but you get a discount of 3
3,
because
so
you've
it
got
costs me
7. So you
3.
spend 3, but you get the 3 back straight away.
Yeah.
So that's
And
Stuart's
then
second city.
lastly, I can build a boat for the cost.
You could build another farm.
Yeah, but bring my worker
It
back.
would bring the worker back, yeah. Are you going to build a boat?
Yes.
Because it's 3, but you've got some wood, so it's free.
Yes. I'm getting my boat down there.
Okay, popular space.
And that's my 3 builds done.
Okay, that's good. Back. Rob, your last action for the first round.
So it's the wild action.
So the wild action allows you to basically do either 2, 1, or 1 of any of the other actions, but you don't copy the space. It's either the taking cards, the playing cards, the building, or the expanding. It's 2 of those things, and it has to be 2 the same. It cannot be 2 different ones. So
yep. So my options is either draw 2 cards, play 2 cards, build 2 things, or
expand twice.
Expand twice.
Yeah.
So, based on where I am at the moment, I could build 2 things. Could I? Because I would need 5 cash to build another boat. Now that's interesting. I think maybe it's time to show another thing we can do here.
Ooh.
I'm going to discard some cards for money.
Yes. So another extra action that you can do, we haven't quite seen all of them yet, is you may throw away, discard any number of cards from your hand, and each one you get rid of is 1 money. It's pretty much a desperate thing, I think, to do, because cards are really valuable. But if you've got a ton of cards and you need the money...
Cards, and I've got a lot of card income.
Okay.
Card income as well.
So, how many cards are you going to get rid of?
I am going to get rid of 3 cards.
Okay, so the cards just go to a discard pile.
Now the first thing I'm going to build,
and that's got you 3 money.
Yep, so that gets me 3 cash. So I've got 6 cash. The first thing I'm building is my second boat, which I can do because I have my second city.
Yeah, so the number of boats that you can have is limited by the number of cities that you can have. Everybody starts the game with 1 city, which means everybody can build their first ship. But in order to build a second ship, you need to have a second city. Rob has 2 cities, so he can have a second ship.
Yep. So I'm spending 5 to build my second ship.
Right.
Now, because
it's 6, but you get a
I get my discount of 1, and
yes.
I also get 2 VP.
2 points.
He is going to go down on that track.
The arms merchant.
Yep.
So it costs an extra 1, but you have
discount of 2.
Yeah.
So, who needs money when you got medicinal herbs? And then for my second one, I will then take a build action to move a boat up. I'm going to do the bottom one, which is for free again.
Normally costs 2, but Rob gets a discount of 2, so it moves up to there, which gets you one of these.
Yes, so I can either spend a weapon and a card to go up on the yellow track, move 2 people on the map, spend 2 coins to go up on the lowest track, or spend 2 weapons to go up on the blue. But since I don't have... it's not actually... I don't think any of these are actually useful to me. Oh, but I don't have to do them straight away.
You don't have to do them straight away. You keep them, and you can use them once per turn. Sorry,
Must
once per
remember that.
turn you can use a tile and remove it from the game.
Let's remember that. I am going to keep this one, which is spend a weapon and discard a card to go up on the yellow track.
You're not going to do it yet?
I'm not doing it now because I haven't got the weapon.
Right.
So that's going down there, but I will once you've had the first turn of income.
Yes.
That was my
So you'll go done?
builds, yes.
Okay, so you take all your stuff back. I'm going to do this action, which is 1 wild action and a weapon. Take the weapon, and I'm going to do 1 wild action, and I did have an idea of what it was going to be, and it was going to be to build a ship, because I've got 1 wood, so my first ship is free, and I was going to go down here, so I think I still will go down here. Now that cost me 1 money, but I've got a discount because of my herbs, so it just goes there. Now, I am also going to spend this 1 weapon to get some copper from them there hills. And I think that might be it for my extra actions.
Yeah,
There we go.
okay. So I've also got the wild action.
So 1 weapon and 1 wild action.
And for my action, I'm going to upgrade my boat.
So you're going to use your wild action as a build,
Yeah.
and you're going to move this to there. So it
Yeah.
costs
It's
2.
costing 2.
You don't get any discount,
No.
so it just costs you 2. But you do get one of those tiles.
Okay.
Anything of interest?
Yeah. could help. Future. Right, let's take. Right, let's put those two back.
Okay. Are you using it?
Use that one. I'm going to use it straight away.
Okay, so that's 2 immediate points and a card from the red deck.
There you go. 2 points.
And thank you.
Right. We are all done. If you've got no other actions that trigger, I don't believe you do.
I will take a ore from.
You're going to get some copper from there.
Yeah, copper.
Okay. Yep.
Well. Okay.
So what happens now is it's the end of round 1, so we get income. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how income works, and then I'm going to explain how the objectives work, and then we're going to go into round 2. So income. Should mention at this point, the game comes with these 2 reference cards. There's enough for everybody to have one of each, and they're 2-sided. Almost all of the rules of the game are in here. So if you're thinking, how's Paul remembering all of this? He's having a sneaky look at these reference cards as I'm doing it. So these are really good reference cards. So with this and the appendices and the icons on the back of the rulebook, you should be fine at learning the game and getting to grips with it. Just make sure you rely on these as you're learning the game. So income, which happens at the end of each round. First of all, your player board. So my player board, I'm here, which means I'm going to get 5 money and I'm going to get 1 point. So 5 money and 1 point for me. What about you two?
Same for me.
Yours is 5 money, 1 point.
1 point.
Rob, yours is 6 money and 2 points.
Boom, boom, and 6 cash.
Then trade routes. So these trade routes here, these are all income. So you two, you get 2 cards each from the active deck.
And
thank you.
Yep. And I also get 2 weapons.
And you get 2 weapons, and I get 1 weapon from the arms dealer down here. Then we look at the tracks over here. So this track, the blue track, it tells you how many weapons you get. So we all get 1 weapon income. If we'd moved up to here, we would have 2 weapon income. If we move up to here, we get 3. And if we move up to here, we have 4. That's the difference between this and this. This is an immediate bonus that you get when you hit the space. Whereas here is income, which you will get at the end of each round. So we'll get an extra weapon. And now the red track. So the red track income is how many cards that you can tuck into your palace. So me and Stuart, we can tuck 1 card. Rob can tuck 2 cards. Okay. And again, those cards can come from ones that you've played, or if you pay the points, you can tuck cards from hand.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm going to tuck one of these cards from hand. I think I'm going to tuck one of these, and it's going to be this one, and I'm going to tuck it under there.
Yep, I'm going to play these 2. To the ones
you get to do 2, yep.
They both are, when I take the...
They're both the same.
The bonus action,
nice.
They give me something good.
So you can't quite see this on Rob's board, but he does have 2 cards now that trigger off the same thing.
I am going to tuck one from
Stuart's
my hand.
tucking one from my hand because you currently don't have one in play.
I do not.
So how many points is it
4
worth? 4.
points.
So you lose 4 points. Excellent. I'm not losing anymore.
But it's worth 4 victory points at the end. So it's,
exactly.
It's VP neutral.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah.
Oh. Tuck that one
Nice.
in there.
So you've got 2 triggers now on values 5 or 6.
So yeah, I can discard
And yes, that is a good question in the chat. Can you go negative? You are not allowed to go negative. So you are not allowed to tuck a card if it would cost you more points than you actually have. It says that in the rulebook. Right, that's
all our income.
That is all of our income done. Then we move to round 2. So just before we start round 2, let's talk about the objectives. So at the start of the game, you draw from the big stack of objective tiles 3 objectives at random, as long as they are different colours. Now, these objectives are, we can all achieve them in a 2-player game. You cover over the 7 spot. But essentially, these are, as soon as you have met the condition printed on the objective, you claim it and you get the points shown. So this is for having 10 cards in your palace. That's what that icon means there. That is a royal trait, and you get that for putting a card in your palace. This is for having your boats on, well, basically 6 waves. So at the moment, Rob has got
4.
2 boats, and they're both on space 2. So he's already got 4 waves. And this one is for having 3 permanent goods of the same type. Now, those objectives are random, and I've played this game 3 times now, and it's been different every time I've played for a number of reasons, but those objectives are one of them. Now, if you're thinking of stopping watching the video now because you've seen enough, great. I hope it's helped you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game for you. What you've not seen is what happens at the end of round 2. So I'd recommend at least sticking with us till the end of round 2, because that way you're going to see how the region scoring works, and then we're halfway through the game. So, start player passes. I am now the start player for round 2. Let's get the dice. Best bit. Have we got all of the dice?
I don't have any left on my board.
4 of each colour.
Looks like it. Right, okay, off we go. Now, somebody did say in the chat earlier on the statistical probability of rolling 6 of the same numbers. Was it?
Yeah.
How many? 22?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got 6. We've got 6 ones.
Okay. So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
We have 6 ones,
Okay.
which means
it all gets re-rolled.
we roll them all again.
1, 2.
How are we doing?
3, 4. 6 fives. Re-roll.
The 6 5s.
6 fives. Re-roll.
22%. This happened once in 2 games, and now it's happened twice in the same game.
Looks okay.
Are we looking good?
Looking good.
Looking
We
good.
can start counting them out. Worst case, we call them.
Okay, so there's 3 6s. We have 3 5s. We have 4 4s.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, big numbers. We have a 3, a lonely 3. And we have a couple of 2s, and we have some 1s. Right then. So let's have a look. What do I want to do? Well, I know what I wanted to do last time, and it didn't work. I'm still not sure it's going to work this time, but it might. So I'm going to take a blue 5. I'm going to put it on here.
Okay.
I will take 6.
Paul said 4 4s, but there's 2 of them. Oh, there's a 2 there. It was a 4. Yeah, thank you for spotting that.
Yeah. Pludgy hands hit it.
Yes.
There we go. I'll take a 6 and also go here.
Okay, here are your big numbers. So if I don't go in there, I'm not going to be able to play cards. Well, I mean, I could. But I've only got 6 money. But I get discounts now. Okay. So if I don't play any cards this turn, I'm only going to be able to tuck 1, which is fine. It'll be that one. Okay. I'm thinking not bothering. He's thinking he's going to take another blue 5. Just constantly picking blue cards. Let's go. I'm trying to anticipate what you guys might do as well. Because if you go in with a high number, you're probably going to get pushed to the right, which means you're probably going to get the action at the end, although you two have gone in there with 6s. I'm going to go here. Stuart.
I think it's 5. I'm going to go here.
Okay. I'll take this.
You've got the money.
I'm going to go here.
And take the blue 4. Am I going to take the blue 4? Right. I need to think about this. Because... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, I'll take the blue 4. And... I think I'm going to go here.
Okay, I'll take a red 4.
That's what happens. 4s become 2s.
I have a question on building the sets of 9. Can you
Yes.
have 2 of the same.
You can.
So if I
That's what I did in the game earlier on today.
So
I got double yellow right at the start.
I'll take that red 4. I think I'm going to pop it down here.
Okay, interesting. So I've taken the grey 4 because that makes I've now got 2 sets of 9. And just as a reminder, when you're making a set of dice, you cannot use grey on its own. Grey can only add to an existing colour. Well, I kind of want to build, but I'm going to be able to build because of that. Because of the wild. Need money. And you get money by moving up the red track. So I think we're going to go here. 4 beats my 5. Okay. Oh, thank you very much for checking in, Ray. It was 4 4s and I accidentally knocked it.
That's all right.
And yes, cards are money. So if you're short on money, you can just go and pick up loads of cards and cash them in for money. I forgot start of round. I get a start of round income bonus. I'm just going to take it, if that's all right.
Yep, that's fine. We should just start round. Oh, because of that's your ability.
Mine's a start of round ability.
Cool. And then I will take that grey 3 and pop it here.
Okay. So I have 2 sets of blue 9s. So we've got a blue 9 there and a blue 9 there, which means I move twice up the blue track. So I move to there, no immediate benefit. I move to there, which gets me 2 weapons. Okay, Stuart.
And I think I can either choose red or yellow.
Yeah. So what have you got? You've got
grey 6.
The grey 6 could either join these to make a red 12 or join that to make a yellow 11. You can't split it.
No, I'm going on the yellow track.
So
boost up my
to move your ability, so you only get a discount of 2 on all cards. Now we're doing this individually. The rulebook actually says that players can do this simultaneously, and the only time that it matters is if 2 players move up the yellow track, they're both doing a build, and they both want to build the same thing in the same region. At that point, it's whoever's got the most warriors, I believe, in that region that gets the priority, which is very thematic. I like that. But it doesn't normally happen like that. So Rob, what have you got?
So I've got 2 reds because I've got a 9 using that one.
9 there.
A 10 using that
and you've
one.
got a 10, so you go up on the red track twice.
Yep, so the first one, that is either draw a card from one of the stacks or...
Both
stacks.
Draw a card from the active stack and from the red stack.
Yep.
Or tuck a card into your
I
palace.
believe I will tuck because this one's good to go.
Right. And then you move up a second time and you get 5 money.
Cash. Nice. A nice simple second action.
Yes, nobody took the grey die before Paul. Exactly. Because you 2 could have stopped me getting a double blue, and that was the risk that I took.
Yeah, but I was working to get my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I could have blocked you, but at the same time lost it myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I was working getting 2, so.
Right. So we've done that bit. Actions. Right. So what have I got? I've got a 5, a 4, a 5, and a 4. So it's got to be one of the 5s. And I'm going to do this one first. So I get to do the bonus of the space, which is a weapon. And I'm now getting to draw, or I'm taking 3 cards. And I'm also getting a weapon because of this. Yes. So I'll do that now. Before I take the 3 cards, I am going to trade these in for some copper. That is my first copper, which means my income goes up by 1. I'm also... Am I going to do that?
Check what symbol means.
Yeah. I'm going to... Oh, but that means returning the warrior. Maybe I won't. No, maybe I won't. I'm going to keep these weapons for now, but I am going to use one of them to get some wheat from here. So that's that action done. So I converted 3 temporary copper into a copper. I've taken the wheat from here. Don't think I'm going to do any other extra actions, but now I am going to take my 3 cards. And I think I'm going to take... They're all good at this point, but it's... Which cards are going to be good to possibly tuck? So I'm going to take that one.
Possibly took, wasn't it?
Possibly took, yes. Yeah, third cousin of Peregrine.
Yeah.
I'm going to take... Oh, it's expensive and it's not worth any points, but the ability is great. I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to take this one. And again, I could have taken some from the top of the deck, but I decided not to.
That's cool.
Right, so I did that. Because I did that, I got that. Yeah, we're all good. That's done. That's done. Stuart, you've got a 2, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Okay, so let's play the 6 first.
Which is going to trigger that ability. Nice.
So I can discard 2 cards.
So Stuart's got an ability that he can discard 2 cards from hand to move his marker that's on the lowest position of one of the tracks up by 1. And you can do that now, afterwards, whenever, next Tuesday.
So discard those 2.
Discard 2 cards. So the one that you're on the lowest one is this one. So that moves us there. And you get 2 new warriors.
2 of these. And then I can gain
any temporary good. Yeah, you trading them in?
Yes,
Okay, so that's your second permanent wheat,
Mm.
which increases your income by 2. Now, just a quick note for those people watching. I mentioned at the start we have 5 of each of the goods face up here. Once these are gone, that's it. So this whole thing that we're doing, converting 3 to 1, that can only be done once the goods are there. And in a 3-player game, I think it's fine. In a 4-player game, these are going to run out a bit quicker.
Okay.
Right, so then I can move up the yellow track with my action.
You're going to move up the yellow track, which is a build.
Mm.
Let's build a farm.
So it's your second farm. So it's going to cost you 2 workers, but you've got 2 wheat, so
2 wheat. So
yeah. And the immediate bonus of that is you move your income track 1.
1. And
You've not actually played a card yet, have you?
not yet.
No, you've not done the actual action itself.
No. And then I can.
So you've done your 2 from that one, have you? Or...
You did that.
Yep.
Done that. Done my
Done the
move
track.
up the track.
You've
Now I
got you
get
to do the
play
build, and you've
card,
done the
Now
build,
playing
so
card.
it's just the playing of card.
which I think. I could do that. That's going to cost too much money. Play of a card. Let's play this one, which gives me a cost of 8, but then I got a discount 3, 4, 5.
So it costs you 3.
3.
Yeah. You get a random good.
Yeah, come on, be saying good.
Ooh.
Copper.
That's actually handy.
So first copper, income goes up barrel.
And should I move? I will move. Oh,
You're going to spend a weapon.
spend a weapon.
Who's going to go for a walk?
Go there. And that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Rob.
Right, so I've got 2 6s. I'm choosing to take this build action. So that's coming to there. That doesn't trigger because I haven't got on the map to move.
Okay.
So first thing I'm doing is I'm spending 1 weapon and discarding this card.
So card for a money.
No.
Oh,
Trigger
you're
this.
triggering that. So it's spend 1 weapon,
Discard a card.
discard a card,
You got one on the yellow track.
got one on the yellow track. Right, now that gets you a good of your choice.
Yep, so I'm going to take a 3rd herb.
So your third
Oh,
one
nice.
is 1 up on the income track
1 red
and
card.
a red card from the deck.
And I now have 3 of the same.
So
scoring
Rob
me
got 3 of the
immediate
same permanent good. 10 points.
10 points.
That objective has been achieved. Nice.
Boom. Then I'm taking the 3 build actions.
So 3 builds.
First build action I'm spending is 2 silver with my discount of 1 to build this tower.
Okay. So normal cost is 3. Discount of copper, you don't have any copper.
Yep. Discount of 1 because of my ability.
Yep.
Building a building, so that's 2
points.
BP. I gain 1 weapon and
A card from the red deck.
card from the red deck.
Red deck.
I'm going to pop this down. Doesn't matter. This one here.
Wherever,
There we
yeah.
go.
Second build.
Second build, I'm then going to spend the next 2 actions to move my ship up twice on this track.
Okay, so this costs 3. Discount of 3. So that moves up to there. And then this costs 4. Discount of 3. And you're allowed to cross this space because you have a tower.
But that's the only one that can. To move the lower one up past the tower point, I need to have the second tower.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 things are going to happen here. First of all, Rob has now got 6 waves. So he's done this objective as well. 10 more points. Welcome to playing games with Rob. And then you also get one of those. So just as a reminder, Rob hasn't played this game before.
Marvellous. So that's blue, or the lowest one, which is blue. That's drop a guy down and take 2 weapons. And that is take 2 weapons and draw 2 cards from the red deck. I believe I will take 2 weapons and 2 cards from the red deck.
And you're doing that now?
Activate it.
Don't think you can.
Oh, yes, you're right, because
I think you've already activated one of those tiles.
That is a special action, so I cannot do that again this turn.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's not going to make any difference, but yes.
So my 3 builds were building the new tower,
moving 2 ships up,
moving 2 ships
which
up.
didn't get you the extra points. Yeah.
Yep. So that's all done. That's all done. Moving the ships, don't give me the points because it's only building
the new ones.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, take your things back. What have I got? I've got this one, so it has to be that one. So I get the bonus, which is another weapon, and I've got 4 deployments stroke movements. So we are going to deploy 2. Then I am going to move this one to here. And I'm going to move this one to here. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to spend 4 of these weapons to beat these sea peoples, which is I get to move up on one of the tracks, and that brings a warrior home. Did we all remember to bring warriors home when we were?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I kept forgetting in the previous game. So bring the warrior home, spent the 4 weapons, I get to move up on one of the tracks. And I'm going to move up on... I'm not doing very well on these tracks. But let's move up on this one, which gets me a random good. That is wood. That is my second wood. So that moves my income marker up by 2. And that means it's going to be cheaper for me to build more boats, except I can't build another boat until I've built another city. Right, I've still got stuff to do, which is I'm going to exploit the land here. I'm going to use some weapons to take some wheat. I've already beaten up the sea peoples. Can't convert 3 to 1. I don't want to move anybody. So I believe that is my go done. What action did I do? I did that one. Yeah, got no ability triggers. Okay. And yeah, the points, by the way, we're probably going to score over 200 by the end of the game. So the fact that Rob's on 40 and we're on 10, don't worry about that.
Oh, you haven't reached 10 yet.
I mean, yeah, no, we're not quite on 10. Sorry, I was exaggerating. But no, your points will ramp up over the course of the game.
A lot of the point cards in here are going to have a lot of points.
Yeah.
So.
Right, me.
You go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm on the 5.
Yep. So you're playing 3 cards. And you're triggering those 2 abilities.
Yes. First of all, I will play this card. The cost of 5. Discount of 2 for that. 7 with discount of 2. and I can then tuck that one into there. And since I've got a 5, does that mean I can use that one?
You can use it straight away, yeah. So even
card?
if you took a card during the action in which it would trigger, you do get to resolve it.
Yeah. So purple's power at the start of his turn,
Yeah.
he gains a resource.
My special power is a start of round power.
Okay, so that's the first build, and then I can discard 2 cards. Discard those 2 to go up on the lowest track.
So it's either red or blue.
Yeah. Let's go up on the blue track, please.
Okay. The question in the chat, just to check that you've got the right amount of people in your supply. So you can always check. You should have gained 2 here. Well, left, you should have 4 left to gain. So you're missing a person. I don't quite know how.
Yeah.
Rob, is yours correct?
Yep.
How many people do you have off the board?
Full 6, because I haven't gone up on that track yet.
And you haven't got any
these
sense.
two.
So yours is correct. Good spot.
I think you may, when you took one off, you put it back into the reserve rather than
Yeah.
back into your board.
May
This is the reserve.
So, yeah, you
Yeah.
put it back into your
Put it back
I've
there.
done that. And then I can gain a copper.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for copper. And then play a card. So the card I'll play is this one, which cost me 7, but I've got a discount of 5, so 2 for that one. And I'm going to build a farm. Wait, do I have to have a city to build?
Nope,
a farm?
you just need a person. So this is going to
play
cost
that
you
one.
3.
You've got a
You
discount
have to
of
return
2.
3 people. You've got 2 wheat, so you have to return just 1 person.
What's that one?
That's your 3rd farm, which increases your income by 2. Nice.
Mm.
Farms a go-go.
Yep, arms are racking up, particularly.
Yeah.
Coming into end game scoring.
And hopefully we can still afford this one, last one. So got a discount of 5. It cost me 4 for that one.
Okay, so you've played a red card, which immediately gives you 2 weapons for every farm that you've built.
Nice. 6 weapons.
So have 6 weapons. And you may then spend 3 weapons to get 4 points.
Spent 3.
Nice. Very nice.
Mm.
And that's my turn finished.
Right, so I must take this 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it's come back to me. So first things first, I can now exchange this in.
You can.
Get myself 2 weapons.
Yeah.
And
2 cards for
2
your red
cards
deck.
of red deck. Play 2 cards. Let's see what we've got here.
You've got no people on the board.
Yeah.
No, so my next turn is.
Well, neither have I.
Difficult,
Yeah,
yes.
we both sort of been a little bit short. So
I've also got no cards left.
That's
good, that's the-
why I'm not doing very much.
Right.
I've got no money, got no cards, got no people.
Okay.
I'm just out. I'm done.
So first things first, then playing 2 cards because I haven't got anyone to move using that ability.
Okay.
These don't trigger off that one, so I'm going to play 5 to play this artist because I've got the silver, which gets me a good at random. My random good is some wheat. First time I've got some wheat, that pushes me up 1. Then my second one will be this for 4 with the stone. So 7 normally, 4 with the discount, which pushes any one of these up, and I'll move this one up on the yellow track, which now means I'm at my maximum. So whenever I build, I get 3 VPs, 1 discount, and draw a
A
basic
card
card.
from the current stack. Right.
And that's
okay.
my 2 cards placed. Nothing else is happening yet.
Well done.
Yep.
Right.
Alright, that dice can go back into.
So I've got 2 4s. So I'm going to choose this one. And I'm doing the wild action, which means I get a resource of temporary good of my choice. I'll take a temporary wheat, which I will then convert into permanent wheat, which is my first wheat, so that goes on there. I then get to do the bonus, which is a weapon, and then I'm going to get to do one thing, and I'm debating whether to play a card or to build a farm. So I can't build a tower, I can't build another boat. I could build a city, but it's going to cost me 3. Unless I exploit this stone here, at which point it would be free. What else am I going to get to do this turn? I'm going to get to move up on a track. Move up on there. That would be good. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to build a farm. And because I've got a wheat, I can just drop it down now. I need to stop the incursion of green farms everywhere. So we'll build a farm here. That gets me 1 money immediately. So that's the wild action. So I did that, which I then converted into wheat. I've done that and I've done that. I think that's it. Well, that's it for my regular stuff. Do I want to exploit something? Which I don't think I've done yet. No, I haven't. We're going to do it here. We're going to get some stone. Okay, done. Here we go.
Okay, right. Ball comes back.
Is that 5 when we reach there? Or
It's 5 when you reach there and you can't go any further.
Yep.
As opposed to here, which is points when you reach there, but then if you would go up,
you just keep
you get points every time you...
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, so that's deploy.
So it's 6 expands. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4. Remember, you've got to have a warrior in there
5,
in order to get presence and dominance. So you're currently dominant in all 3 now.
So you can't place directly in there.
Oh no, he didn't. He moved. He went in and moved.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 4. Oh no, I need to actually change that. Bring those 2 back. I can get 1, 2. There.
Okay.
I don't have.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting another farm out.
I'm going to put a vote up. I will put the vote up. So that isn't it. Start a poll. All right. Let's start the vote.
Yeah, let's do this. Right, and then I'm going to spend 4 weapons to bring them back and attack this guy. It lets me do a build. Build, I can do farm there, bring these 2 back.
Okay, the poll is running. If you are watching us live, please vote. Who do you think is going to win? I know where my money's on.
Okay.
Right, all done?
That's it.
Yep. So I'm taking this one. A few things trigger for this one for me.
Yep, thank you.
So I can, if I wish, discard 2 cards to go up 1 on the lowest
lowest
track, which will be the blue.
Yeah.
I think I will discard these 2 cards and go up 1 on that track, which adds 2 more bods to my collection.
Yep.
Then I'm going to do the actual ability, which is finally get some people down again.
So 4 expansions.
So we will go 1, 2, 3. I think we're now 4.
Mhm.
Guy there.
Okay.
Right.
So you did the track advancement.
Yep.
Is that the dice?
That's the dice. Sorry, I should have taken that back. Should put that one back as well. So,
and now you've got other things to trigger.
2 and 2. So now I've got a few additional things to trigger.
Oh no, in fact you did your 2 cards to move up blue, so you've not done this yet.
No.
You've not done that one.
That was just using the going for the blue track using that ability.
Yeah.
So now I will spend one of these to move him to here.
Yeah.
I will then move up one on this track using that ability.
Yeah.
And I will then, with my discount of 1 corn, build this farm in here.
Yep.
Which gets me an immediate coin.
Yep.
And it'll be worth 2 VPs.
2 VPs because you built the farm. Well, no, now.
No, that's a...
No. Your building thing. Your special ability.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm moving with that. That's about it.
3 VPs, isn't it?
No coin discount, but it's 3 more VPs.
3 VPs. And a card from the active deck.
Sorry, yes. Got that additional ability there. So, that's that one. That was using that.
That, which moved you up there, which built you the farm.
Yeah. I've done that one.
Yeah.
And then additional actions. I could kill some sea people for victory points, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. But what I do want to collect is one of these for 1 copper. I think that's all for that turn.
Okay, right. So last turns of mine for round 2. Take this back, and what am I going to get to do? I'm going to get to do this, so I might as well do that now, which is to get a weapon, and I'm going to get to take 2 cards and move up a track. So I think I'm going to move up here, which increases this, and take 2 cards. So many cards. Do I want any of these cards? That is the question. Yeah, I'll have that one. And I'm going to have that one. Right, now, extra actions. Let's spend a weapon to take some stone from here. It gives me 2. What else can I do? I can move 1, don't want to move 1, convert, don't want to convert, throw cards away for money, don't want to do that. I think I'm good. No more extra actions. That is it for me for round 2.
Okay, so my last one, I've got a 2, and I get to draw 3 blue cards and 1 red card.
Well, cards from wherever. So there's the one from the deck, from the red deck. But what do you want in terms of the 3?
3 from the deck.
Just 3 from the deck?
Yeah. Thank you. And then 1 coin. Weapon. And then I can also, oh no, I can't do that because, oh yes, I've got that. So I can
trigger as well.
Yeah, 1 copper, trade them all in.
So that's your 2nd copper.
Yeah.
Ink and buy 2. Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay. Rob, final turn for round 2.
So first things first, immediate bonus, I get 2 coins.
There you go.
And any 1 card. And 1 card from the blue deck, please. Thank you.
And then you've got 2 wild actions.
Yes. 2 wild actions. So. Play some card. I think I'm going to hold off. Build. What could I build? What happens if we tie for a region?
You don't have dominance. You have presence.
Yeah, you just have presence.
Yeah.
So skins currently stand. I have dominance. I have presence.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to do a. Sorry, I didn't consider this one. Yes. I will utilise a bonus action of spending a weapon to take another copper.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take the build action.
So with your wild actions, you're going to build.
I'm going to build.
Okay.
So for the first one, I'm going to build this second tower.
Yeah.
Which
so
costs me
normal cost is
0.
6.
I'm cashing in both these copper.
So this is, we haven't seen this yet, but just as a reminder, instead of saving up your temporary goods to trade them in for a permanent one, you can spend them, which Rob is doing. So he needs 2 copper to build the tower, and he's just given up. Well, each copper gets him a discount of 3, and he's given up 2 copper to get a discount of 6 on the tower.
So I'm getting 1 guy,
Yeah.
1 weapon,
Yeah.
and then
your dominance score is now +1.
Yep. And then I also get 3 VP.
Yep. And a card.
And a card. Thank you. Then
That was your first build.
That was my first build.
The second build.
Second build. Work out exactly what I want to do. So
Can't build another tower. Can't build another ship.
not unless, yep. So I could build another city, but I haven't got. Oh, I do actually. I could build
But it's
another
going to cost
city.
you 6.
Yep. I have 3. It'll cost me 5.
Well, because you're 9.
It would cost me 9.
Discount of 3 for
3.
your stone, so 6.
Discount of
1
1
for that, 5.
5. And if I
Discount
could
of
Drop 3. If you threw 2 cards away,
yep, I could build another city.
you could build a third city.
Yep, which will then get me any one random good and another red card, and also expand out my network. Things currently stand. The other things I can build, I can't build a tower, I can't build a boat.
No. You could move a ship up.
Move a ship up.
You can get your ship to the top.
Yep, so yes, I could have done that. That would cost me 3.
Cost you 3.
Means I'm drawing 5 cards in a
Nice.
minute, and it's worth 5 VPs. I could build another farm, but it would mean I can't build it there. I could put it there, but at the cost of 1 guy, which would then mean I don't have dominance.
You don't have dominance, yeah.
Yep. So I think for now, yeah, I'm just going to spend these 3 coins
To move this ship to the top.
to the top.
So you get an immediate 5 points.
Immediate 5 points.
And yeah,
It'll be worth. I'll draw 5 cards in a minute.
you will.
So
Will they come after the deck change as well?
No.
Is it?
no,
No,
Before.
because income is at the end of each round
That's
before you do.
it's 5 cards or 5 coins. I just choose to chuck them away.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that'll do for now.
All done?
Yep.
Finished? Right. That counter comes back. We do income. So, player board income. I get 7 money and 2 points.
I also get 7 money and 2 points.
2 points for me, 2 points for
I think
you.
it's 3 points for you, isn't it, Stuart?
I get 4 points.
4 points.
And 9.
2, 3,
Cash.
4. Very nice.
Okay. Next income is trade routes. So, Rob, you're getting 5 cards.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Stuart, you're getting 2 cards.
Thank you.
Rob, you're getting 2 weapons. And I'm getting 1 weapon, right? And then the blue track. Me and Stuart get 2 weapons each. Rob gets 1. And then the red track. Rob, you can tuck 2 cards. Me and Stuart can tuck 1
They're
card.
going to be for my already in play.
Yeah. I'm also tucking from in play.
Those 2 true.
And that is the end of the second round. So now we do the end of era scoring. First of all, farms. I have 1 farm, so that gets me 2 points. Stuart, you have all 4 farms, which is 14 points.
Up to 30.
Rob, you've got 1 farm, 2 points. We then score for dominance and presence. So who's the current start player? Me. So we'll do me first. So I've got dominance here, dominance here, dominance here. I have presence here, and I have presence here. And you can't have both dominance and presence. Now, for me, based on how far I am up this track, dominance is worth 4 points. It would have been boosted if I'd have built my other towers. So dominance is worth 4, presence is worth 2. So I've got 4, 8, 12, 14, 16 points. So 16 points puts me on 29. Stuart,
No.
you have no people on the board. Stuart has already left the planet.
Well, he's just
They've
farming.
all become
I'm not
farmers.
The
fighting.
Minoan civilization has already gone. So no points.
Yep.
Rob?
I have dominance twice,
Dominance, dominance, presence.
but my dominance is worth,
So-
although it's only worth 3 from there.
3 from there, plus
Plus
1
1.
for the tower. So it's worth 4.
So it's
Your presence is worth 1.
4, 8, 9.
9 points. So 64. Then what we do is we get rid of all of the blue cards, because we don't like them. And we're going to replace the deck with the red deck. And then we deal 5 new cards out here. 3, 4, 5. And that's it. Then we go to round 3. So you've now pretty much seen how the game plays. If you just wanted to see how it played until the end of that, then thank you very much for watching. But if you want to bear with us, we're now going to play the second half of the game, which plays exactly the same, except some of us, Rob specifically, is now building up the amount of your engine below your player board. And that means when we start triggering actions in rounds 3 and rounds 4, it's going to spark off a whole series of other ones. Similar to what we've seen before, but just more of it. You want to start playing?
Thank you.
Start of the round. I get a random good. It is copper. That is my second copper. My income goes up by 2. Off we go. Round 3. Have I got all of the dice?
Looks like it. No, nope. Go on.
Are we good?
I think so. Start counting them out.
We have a 6. Get the 1s next, just to mix things up a bit. We have 3 1s. We have 4 3s. We have 4 4s. 2 5s and 2 2s. So we are good to go, and it's Stuart first. Also, if you're worried about the play time, 3 players, you can get this done in 2 hours, possibly even less. Of course, tonight's video is longer because we've been explaining the rules as we go, but I reckon you could get a game of this done in 2 hours. I don't know what it says on the box, but that's from my experience, having now played it 3 times. And we're off. Right.
Yep.
Let's have a look at what's going on. That's going on. That's going on. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do that. Trying to do that. Need money. Desperately need money. And I need to play cards, so I've got to get in there. It's 3 cards, isn't it? Okay, so if I play a 5, that'll be in the middle.
Yep. There's only 1 card when it's up on one of the tracks.
1 card though.
Yeah.
Need to play more cards. Sure. I'll take the 5. So it sneaks in the middle.
Nicky.
Yep. Stuart.
Okay, let's.
Grey 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, 22%. It is 22%. And Chris knows his stats. So I'm only going to get 1 bump this turn.
Yeah, I think we're all only able to make 1 9.
Can you go on the build, please? Oh no, it goes to the right, doesn't it?
Yep.
It'd be in the middle.
Yeah, it goes in the middle.
Yeah. So that if you want the middle, or the 4 if you want or the 3 or 4 if you want the.
Well, I've got the same on both. it's just. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case I'm going to go here instead. Okay.
Right. I'm fine taking the middle spot.
No, that's a 3. It'll go to the right.
Oh, sorry, yes. Let me change to 2.
Yeah.
That's why I want the middle spot. Thank you.
1. And I'll pop it here on the wild.
Okay. Go. Oh.
It's interesting. This is getting very interesting.
Done.
Right. Are
We are all done.
We are all done.
So, groups. Stuart, you've got a group of blue or yellow.
Yes. You can do both.
Can I do blue?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you can do either or. You can't do both.
2, 7, 9.
Well, you can only use one grey dice.
No, you can use as many grey dice as
You
you
must
want.
have at least one of an actual colour in with the
Oh, you
dice.
can use all grey. Okay.
So yeah, blue or yellow for you.
We will go up the yellow one, please.
Okay, so you gain a good of your choice from there.
Ooh, we get blue.
Did I take my starter round?
Don't think you did.
You did.
Didn't see you take it. Is it a random one?
Ah, I did.
You did.
I took a copper.
Okay.
I'm going to take another.
Yeah, because my income wasn't there, and it now is. So
That's fine. Just like it's shoot.
So, got up 1, 2, just 2 cash.
Just 2 cash.
So your income is at the max, which means if it ever goes above that, you get 2 points, 2 coins for every time it goes up. Or for every space it would go up and can't. Rob, what have you got?
Or the blue.
You're blue.
So one up on the blue, please.
So we go up on the blue, which makes your stuff better. I've got red. Yeah, I got red. So I move up to there. I get 3 money. Right, track movement is done. We now go into actions, starting with Stuart.
Okay. So, survive. Just play 3 cards. Start off, I can take a.
Oh, and you've got 3 abilities that are going to trigger.
Yes. So I get to draw a card. Let's do that one first.
Okay, draw a card from the active stack.
Okay, then I'll take one of these. Got any of them yet? And I can discard 2 cards. Let's get rid of those 2. Discard those 2.
To move up on
The red track is the
track that
lowest
you're
track.
the lowest in.
The red.
Okay.
Dun dun dun. Now I get to play 3 cards. Hopefully. Oh, nice.
I will track your card playing here, just
Thank
in
you.
case things trigger. So your first card playing.
So play that one for a cost of
2.
2. And that one
Gets you a random good.
random good.
You got
Wood.
second wood.
So it's
Income goes up by 2, so you get 4 money because it's already at the max. 1 card played.
Play that one.
Next card played.
For number 2.
Yep. And the ability of that is
Play another
you
card.
get to play a card. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this at the start, but every played card you have is worth 1 point at the end of the game. If you took it into your palace, it's worth the printed points, which is always more.
That one costs 2.
All right, which is draw a card and play a card. Yeah, you can end up chaining a lot of playing cards actions. I think the most I ever played in one turn was 7.
Okay, so let's play that one. Discount of 5. I've only 3 to play yet.
So you move up on the lowest track. So you can either move up on red or blue.
So I've got 4. Let's move up on. Is red?
Where it gets you?
Let's move up on red.
So you can either took a card or draw 2 of these effectively.
And
Yeah, so if you were to took that one, you would immediately get to do the ability of it because you're doing that action.
let's press them down, but I think I'll go for this one.
Okay. Right, and you have 1 card play left.
Okay.
Oh, there's also an ability on that if you had 5 waves, but you don't. Okay, so that's going to cost you 8, 6, 3, 3 unless you spend your silver.
Let's pay 3 for that one.
And that is to took a card, or if you had 2 cities,
She does.
you can took a card from your hand without losing the points.
Yeah.
No good. That'll be good for later. Right, so let's tuck.
You're going to took from play.
Yes.
Okay.
That one.
Yep. Which means that ability now triggers because you were doing that action.
Let's bring that one down there. And then. Yeah.
Yeah, you've still got all of the extra
So I can
stuff
Move it 1.
by spending a weapon.
And then spend 1 more weapon to get
Another one of those silvers. Yep,
Because I've got past that.
that works. Okay, all done.
That's that. All done.
Take back your thing. Rob, your go.
All right.
Thank you.
So it has to be this one.
Has to be the 6.
So first things first, I can move someone for free, and I will. This one is going to move to here. That's from that one.
Okay.
And then. Here we go.
Right, playing 2 cards.
No, I'm spending 2 weapons and bringing him back to kill these sea people, drawing 3 cards.
So these sea people, they were my friends.
Yep.
And you just walked in here
And murdered them
and
all.
killed them.
Yes. Gleefully.
Can't get the Minoans these days.
I am a monster. Right. And then. Right. Now I've got even more cards to think about. I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards.
Yeah, I had 20 in my hand the
Thank
first time.
goodness
I played
there is
this, and
no
I was
card
like,
limit.
what am I going to do?
Right. I've done that one. I'm doing this action, so I'm spending 2 cards to play
To move up on your lowest
which
track,
is the blue.
which gets you 2 weapons.
Gives me 2 weapons
So you
back.
throw 2 cards away.
Yep. I think I will bin that one and no, that one. Let's chuck that one and that one.
Question in the chat: did I get my bonus random resource for during
You
income?
did,
Yes,
we
we
had
did.
that conversation at
Yeah.
the start, making sure. So that was that.
At least I think I did. I have a memory of doing it.
Right.
Whether it actually happened or not, I don't know.
And then I am going to. Yeah, may as well. I'm spending one of these to move him to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spending one of these.
Haven't you already spent?
No, that was using that one. Special ability.
Right. Okay.
Taking a silver. And then, because I have 2 silver, only spending this one allows me to do it twice.
Yeah.
Spending 2 to play this
So
card.
let's just have a look at the card. So this is just a clarification for people. If Rob has got a card which actually has 2 silver icons on it, so that means he is able to spend 2 silver to get a discount of 3 for each one that he spends. If he only has 1, then it's a discount of 3 no matter how many silver you have. But if he's got 2 icons, you can spend 2. And it's only the red cards that have got that.
So either tuck, or if I'm at least 3
On your
my
lowest track,
which I
which
now
you are.
am, I can instead play one from hand, which I'm
Yeah.
going to
nice.
do, which is this one, which tucks under here, immediately triggers because it is a this action, which gets me 3 cash.
Wow.
So that's my
Powerful.
first play.
So that's your first card play. You've got
That's my
one
first
more
card
card play
play.
to do.
Then I'm going to spend 4 with my discount for stone to play this card, whose action lets me play another card. That card will be this one. But before we do that, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to need 6. So I'm going to throw away a couple of cards from hand. Let's chuck away those 2 for 2 cash.
Mm-hmm.
That's as a bonus action.
Yep.
I can then play another card. Oh, wow. I may want to sell a couple more because I get to...
Right. Yes. I know what I'm doing. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I've got my
I'm
turn.
going to sell, as part of that collection, rather than spending 2, I'm selling 5.
You're selling more cards. Yep.
So I've got 2 more cash in hand.
3.
3 more cash in hand, thank you. Then I'm paying 6 to play this card,
Okay.
which lets me play another
Play a
card, but
card.
also if I have at least 2 towers, which I do,
You can tuck one.
tuck one. And I'm going to tuck. So I can play a card first and then...
You can play a card first and then tuck.
Yes.
And remember, you can always play from here, which I did do at the start and then forgot about. I should probably look at this because I'm going to get to play one of these. No, none of them are any use for me.
Sorry, chaps, just need to
That's all right.
consider.
This is a complex turn.
I think... Do I still have a... Is this my first or my second?
This is your second.
This is my second.
This
This is
is
my
your
second action
Yes.
play. Took the extra 3 cash for that.
Yeah.
That one. So I've currently got that down, and I can play another card.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And then took something.
The extra card I'm going to play. It's going to be this one for 3. Which
is another card play.
I'm not going to play anymore,
Oh, okay.
but I want to move this one.
You're going to tuck that one.
Yep.
Slide those ones on your left and right up.
What was who, sorry?
The
Oh, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been shifted. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, are you all done?
I think I am
You
done.
did almost every bonus action I think that there was possible.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done.
That's your action done. So on my turn, I'm going to take this one. Right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move up a track. And I'm going to move up this track and I'm going to build. But before I build, I'm going to spend a weapon to get the stone out of this pile here. Then I'm going to convert the 3 stone into that, which is my second stone. So that gets me an income bonus of 2. Then for the build, I'm going to build my second city finally. Got 2 stone, so I can build it for 3. Huzzah. And we're going to build on here, which gets me a card. And it gets me a temporary good. The temporary good I'm going to take is... let's take some wheat. Right. That's the track movement, which was the build. I've exploited, I've converted. We've done that. I'm now doing the actual action, which is to play a card. And I'm now going to play... I'm also triggering that because I've got a 5. Now, I did know which one I was playing. He says... Is it this one? Or is it this one? I think it may have been this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. So I'm playing this, which costs 5. Discount of weight. So I spend 5. And the special bonus is I get to take one of these. Okay, it's my first one of those. So it goes to there. Didn't want that. And then I'm going to get to do this because I used a 5. So I get to throw 3 cards away from my hand to go up on the blue track. So I will go up on the blue track. I will get my 2 people. And I will deploy one of them to here. That is the end of my go, except I haven't thrown the 3 cards away, but I'll do that while you're taking your turn.
Okay.
Because everything else, I think, is done. So I'm throwing 3 cards away.
I've got the 4.
It's 1 on 1 track.
Yes. I'll go up on the yellow track. Will get me an upgrade on that one. I'll get 2 weapons. And then I'm going to trade 1 weapon for one of these. Trade those. For one of these.
Another one on the income track, which is 2 more cash.
Just 2. Deploy. So 4.
That's the 3 cards.
So 1, 2. Three. Split some people out. And that's it. Paul, can you just pop me up on the yellow track one?
Yes. The durability to the max. Okay.
Over to me.
Over to you.
Right, I'm taking this one. So, first things first. Again, 1 VP. Because I'm going to actually get a victory point. And I'm going to chuck these 2 cards away. Got 1 more on this track. Lowest.
Yeah.
Adding 2 more to the pot and then bringing 1 boy on.
Yeah.
Now I can actually do 6.
6
expands. 6 expands. So, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. And
A up.
5, 6.
There's
Then
trouble at mill.
I'm going to spend 2 weapons to finish butchering all of Paul's sea people friends.
Okay, so the rank 2 or the tier 2 sea peoples are just points. They convert weapons into points.
Yep.
So 3.
2 for 3.
But that requires one of your warriors to go
Yep, he
lie
can
down.
All that butchering of innocent civilians has really tired them out. And then I will spend 1 to take a stone, temporary stone from here.
Might need to get a new chair.
Squeak a little bit. I'm just gonna.
We've got the squeaky chair.
Make up the squeaky chair. There we go. Shaky, shaky. That's a relatively short turn for me.
Okay. Yeah. Not playing 7 cards.
That goes away. That comes home to me.
Right. My go. So I've got a 3 and a 3, so I can either build 2 things or draw some cards. I think I'm going to build 2 things. So let's do this. And the 2 things that I'm going to build are a tower, because that's going to cost me 6, but I've got 2 copper, so it's free. And we'll put the tower here. It's the only place it can go. So that gets me 1 weapon, gets me another warrior, increases my domination score. And then the next thing I'm going to build is a boat, which is also free because I've got 2 wood. And the boat is going to start, so I'm already on this one, so I can't go on this one again. Let's go on this one. It's going to cost me 2, but I've got a discount of 1, so it just cost me 1. Let me start on there. Right, so I did 2 builds with a die of value 3. That triggers absolutely none of my special abilities whatsoever. That's the quickest turn ever. Done.
Imagine getting a few quick turns there.
No, hang on. I am going to exploit the land here to get some of this. But I think that's it. Yeah, just that. Stuart, your go.
We've got a 2 and a 2. Ooh, build. Yeah, I'm going to go for build object. Let's do this one.
So 1 track advancement and 1 build.
Okay, so first I've got nothing that triggers on there. But let's do the build first. So I'm going to build a city for 3.
So normal cost is 9, but you've got 2 stones. So yeah, cost you 3. And gets you 2 goods. 2 temporary goods.
2 for wood, and I change 1 weapon for 1 wood.
Yep.
And then trade them.
Yeah. So it's your 3rd wood.
Yes.
Which gets income of 1, which is 2 money, and a card. And 7 points.
Woohoo. And then I can go up on the track. So if I go up on the yellow track,
which is a build.
Boat or tower. Let's go for a tower.
So have you got a discount? You do, so it's free.
Yeah, no cost to that.
Gets you a weapon and a card.
Card. Then 2. Yeah, might as well. Let's
Who are you going to beat up?
3 for that one.
Okay, so the warrior comes home all tired. 4 points for green. All done?
All done.
Right.
That's it.
Take your dice tray back.
So I'll be building.
3 builds.
3 builds.
I will track your builds here.
Okay. The first thing I'm doing is spending 1 weapon to take 1 stone from here.
Yeah.
The temporary. Then I'm building a city here.
So first build. That's going to cost you 9.
Yep.
But you get you're going to use the 2 stone.
Yep.
So it's free.
So it's free. Yep. Which then gains me 3 VP. So 1 second. So 3 VP from that.
1, 2, 3.
Discount doesn't apply, but I do get a card
Card
from
from
there.
the current stack.
Then I get another card from
Another
there,
card from the red deck.
and any 1 resource of my choice, which is going to be a grain.
1 temporary good. Yeah.
So that's my first one done. Then the second build is going to be to use the 2 grain.
Yeah.
To
Build a
this
free
one,
farm.
Free farm.
Yeah.
which gets me
One
one
on
up
the
on
income
here,
track.
and also then 3 VPs and a card.
And a card. Yeah.
Thank you. And then my third build is going to be to chuck these two boys back in the pot, along with 1 discount to build this one here.
Another farm.
Yep.
Just another 3 points.
Another 3 points and another card.
Another card.
Thank you very much. I think that is all for the build action for me this turn. None of those trigger, none of those trigger. Yep.
Okay. Take your dice tray back. I've got to do this one because it's my highest dice. So I'm going to get to do the bonus, which is to take a weapon. I also get to do another weapon because of this. And I get to take 3 cards. Well, looking at these, none of these are really any good. So I think I'm just going to have 1, 2, 3 in the hope that I get something better. Now I'm also going to spend a weapon to get some wheat from here. And then I will convert those 3 wheat into this. This is my second wheat. So that moves my income up 2. So it's 1 for 2 money. Don't think I want to do any other bonus actions. So think I'm good. You'll go. We're on our last actions for round 3.
Yeah, it's rocketing forwards.
Let's take that one. So I get to gain a good on my choice. Let's take one of those. Gain 2 cards. Can I please? Yeah, they have to be from the.
That's from the deck. Yeah. Whereas that can be from the deck or from the offer.
Okay, then I can. Can I please have the second to last one? And can I just have one from the deck, please? And let's get up on the track. I will go up on the build track, please.
Yeah, so this is build anything for free.
Yeah.
Whatever the cost is, it's completely free.
Don't have any cost anyway. Oh, but it's the cost for this.
You could move up a thing.
Does that include the cost?
It includes everything. Everything is free.
Gotcha.
I really want to get my boat up.
Yeah.
Let's go up to there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get a boat out or a tower. And and then I can change.
You
one
can
of
do
these
some
for.
exploiting.
Got anything? Nothing really I want from there, so that's it. My turn's done.
Okay.
Does Stuart have a bonus for using a 2? No,
I do not,
No,
sadly.
he gets bonuses for 5s and 6s and for 3s and 4s.
No 1s and 2s.
But not for 1s and 2s.
All right. Start of my turn. It's going to be the random action. So first things first, because I'm taking that action, I get 2 coins and a card. Thank you. Then I think I'm going to chuck 1, 2. I'm going to bin 2 cards
For money.
for 2 money.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take the card playing action, and because I can't get all of
So
them,
you're playing 2 cards.
just working out what I can do, because I can't sell cards twice in a go.
No.
Yep, so just need to calculate carefully what I'm doing here. Whether I bring these. No, I'll just play the one. So I'm going to play this red card for 7-4.
Yep, -3 because you got silver.
Yep. So
it moves you up on the red track.
One up on the red track, which means I'm going to tuck 3 cards in this turn.
And then because we've got 2 cities,
I get to claim that
which
bonus,
could be
which is
5 cards.
5 more cards. It was about being able to resell when I can't sell them twice. So I technically have another one to play, but I can't afford any.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a risk if I could sell some cards and hope I get something, but I didn't.
Right, so I'm doing this action, which is going to be 4 cards and a money and a weapon. And I'm getting a weapon because I'm doing that. So I could do some exploiteroonizing, which I probably will at some point, but I'm not sure now. I might just use these weapons to beat up some sea people. Yeah, I'll use 4 weapons to beat up them. So can I have 4 points, please?
Purple, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I did that, I did that, I did that, and I'm now taking 4 cards. But at this point, I'm like, too many cards. So we'll have that one, that one, that one, and I'll have that one. Right, I think that is me done. I don't think I want to do anything else. So, yeah.
Right. Income.
So, player board. I get 10 money and 4 points.
I get 8 money and 3 points. 4 points, you always say?
4 points for me,
1, 2,
and it's
3,
4 points for Stuart as well.
Yep.
Right.
My 3.
How much? 3? How much money do you want?
I've got 8. So I've got my bank over here.
Trade routes. Have 5 cards.
Yay!
Have 3 cards.
Thank you.
Rob, you get 2 weapons.
2 weapons.
I get 1 weapon. Right. Blue track.
2 weapons for
It's
me.
2 weapons. Stuart? Oh, it's 2, in fact, it's 2 weapons for all of us.
Everyone. Yep, 2 weapons for all.
2 weapons for all of us. 2 for you. 2 for me. Right, now the red track. Rob, you get to took 3 cards.
Yep.
Stuart, you get to took 2 cards. I only get to took 1 card.
Okay.
And
So I'm taking 1.
it is going to be this card.
2.
Yeah, I'm not really building up an engine like I did.
So I've now played 11. I've now got 11 tucks.
Oh,
So that immediately triggers that.
Yeah, so you get 10 points.
Thump.
I think we're being outplayed here.
Well, there's still plenty to go. Don't worry.
No, my engine just hasn't come together. I don't quite know why. Right, so we've done blue track, we've done red track, we've done this, we've done that. I think that's it. And that is end of round.
Yes.
Start of round 4. I am now going to take a random good, and it is wheat. So that is my 3rd wheat, which moves this up 1, which gets me 2 money, and I get a card, and I have 3 the same. So I get 3 points. Better late than never. But it doesn't mean my farms are free.
Finally got some cards.
Okay, are we ready for the final round of the game?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yes. Start player passes. So Rob is the start player
Oh, yes, back to me.
for the final round.
Here you go.
Thank you very much for doing.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yep, no duplicates. All 16 are in there.
So we've got some 6s. We've got some 5s. We've got a couple of grey 4s. 1, 2. We've got 5 3s. We've got close.
Yep.
2 2s and a 1. Final dice roll has happened.
Ooh, right. I'll take that grey 6. Stick it here in the buildings.
In the buildings. Right, so what do we need to do? get points. That's what I need to do. Right, to move up some tracks. Let's take a blue 5. No, let's just think about this a minute. I'm going to take a blue 1. And I'm also going to go building. Because that's guaranteed 3 builds.
Yeah.
I'll go for a for 6. Okay, well, we can guarantee 2 buildings. I'll do.
Right. I think I'll go with a blue 5 in here.
I'm going to go with a red 2.
Damn.
When I beat up the sea people, I don't think I returned my person.
I don't think you did because then we had one.
It was here, wasn't it?
Yep.
Apologies if anybody in the chat spotted that.
Right, I'm gonna take this red 6 and go.
Stuart took 10 palace cards for the bonus points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9.
Yeah. One away.
Yeah.
I will take yellow.
Yeah, technically this should be on the other side of the board, but I thought I'd put it here for the layout, but actually it would have been fine. Yeah, that just needs to be there. Okay. Back to me.
Yes, back to you.
So I'm going to go on 5 and problem is the 5 will be resolved first. Okay. Let's go here.
And I'm gonna give it that as well.
Right. Take this blue 5 and put it here.
I'll take a grey 3. Go here.
I'll take a. Do any movements? How about?
Okay, we all done?
Yes.
I have a set of red.
Okay. So
I got a yellow and a red, I believe.
Yellow and a red.
Sorry.
yeah, let's see green. So you got a 9 yellow and a 10 red.
Nice.
Yep.
So you move up to there and you get 4 points. And you move up to there and get 5 money. Rob?
I think I also have I have a yellow and a blue. So there's my blue 10.
Yeah.
And my yellow 9.
Okay, so you move up on blue and on yellow, so you get to build something anywhere
build
for free.
This tower here for free, which
So
immediately gets
3
me
weapons.
3 weapons.
Unlocks your last.
1 guy, and then 3 VP.
Oh yes.
And another card.
The card. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
those were my
Actions.
2.
Off we go. The last round.
Here we go. So it has to be the build action for me. So this one.
You're doing 1 build and a track advancement.
Track advancement of my choice. Yes. So I think I will. Yes. I'm going to go up on the red track.
So you can tuck a card or draw 2. You've got loads of cards.
A card under here, which then means I get to immediately do it, which is dropping another guy.
It's a different action. Just make a different column.
Okay, that's just that's just sticking out. That was all. So
yeah, you can stick it under your ability.
There we go. Right, so that was the first thing, and then I get to drop a guy down. And I'll drop.
So you've done the track advancement, which was that.
Yep, I'm putting underneath there because I'm taking the build action.
Yeah. So you've got a person, and now you get to do a build.
Have to do a build. So it's either going to be the ship or it's going to be this. Can't build any of them where I currently am.
You need 3 warriors to return.
It's also everywhere that I am.
Oh, there's a farm.
There's already a farm.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the ship. I'm just working out how much that's going to cost me. Because I only have 8 cash currently in hand. Am I anywhere that's got a...
Did I do my start of round thing? I can't...
Oh, wait, no, that works. Yeah, that'll make it easier. So I'm going to spend 1 weapon.
I don't think I did.
Move him to here.
I don't remember you doing it.
Yeah. If anybody in the chat remembers, I don't think I did my start of round
Wait,
thing.
this wasn't it the corn?
No, the corn was I had 3 for 1 last time. So I don't think I did. I'll take 1. If I did, somebody let me know.
Then I spend another weapon to take a wooden plank from there. Then I'm going to spend, so it's 9, 7, 8, 6, 5 for the discount, 5 cash to drop my last boat in.
Has to go here.
It has to go there, but because I have at least all that, it doesn't cost me.
It doesn't cost you anything to place it on the space. Yeah.
No, so that boat's down because I built a boat. That's a card and 3 more VPs.
No more building for you. Only got 1 farm left.
Yep.
Could theoretically build everything.
Yeah, that should be fun. I think that was it for me. It was a 6. Oh wait, no, I can discard. I could move someone. I think I'm happy where everyone is. Didn't have to use the weapon. Never mind, I already spent it. But I do now get to discard 2 cards to move up my lowest rated one, which will be moving that one up, which will be chucking. Just going to chuck those 2. Discard any 2 to move us up 1 up here, which gets
3
me.
weapons.
Have another weapon, please.
Yep.
Thank you. 3 weapons. And...
Okay.
Actually, no, I can do that. I will then use this ability because I had 5 or 6 to move this guy to here, and then I'm going to stab those sea people by spending.
He comes home.
He does. 4.
You get 5 points.
Another 5 points for me, please.
Have a 100.
Woohoo! 100 bull, and that's me done.
Right. So I've got a 2. I've got a 1. I've got a 5 and a 3. So it's got to be the 5. So first of all, I get a weapon. So that's what the bonus action is thing. And then I get to do 1 action. Well, I kind of want to play cards, but the problem with playing cards is that I'm not really going to get to tuck cards. So I probably need to play cards that actually, yeah, like that one. That's the one we need. We'll do that later. Am I up there? No. That's rubbish. That's also rubbish. That's meh. It's cheap. It's a possibility. That's a possibility. That's quite good, but it's blooming expensive. Very expensive. Do have the money there. So my options are build, bearing in mind I'm going to get to build 3 things anyway. I'm not sure what building is actually going to get me to do. Whereas playing a card might get me some cool stuff. But sure. I'm not sure it will. Let's just build. Let's build another farm. And because I've got 2 wheat, it's free. So we'll have a farm here. And that gets me 1 on the income track, which is 2 money. Okay. And then because I did a wild action, I get a resource of my choice. And I'm going to take let's take some wheat. And I'm going to spend a weapon. No, I'm not actually here. Okay, so maybe I won't take a wheat. Maybe I'll take a stone. And then I'll spend a weapon to take some more stone. And then because I used a 5, I can discard 3 cards to move up on the blue track, which I will do. And you can be taking your turn while I choose my 3 cards to.
Can you pass me the 6 on the
discard?
Build? There you go. 6 build. Start by discarding 2 cards. These ones are for discard to go up on the lowest track, which would be the blue track. Get me 2 weapons. 2 weaponry. Don't know if you can reach my green on the blue track there, Rob. Blue track, go up 1.
It's your green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 weapons for you.
Yeah, thank you. Got those. And then I get to draw a card. Okay, and let's take one of those for that.
Yeah, many resources and many money. I am going to be playing some. I'm going to be using some of this.
That's for discard. Yeah. Right, do I have?
Thought I was short of money, but then I ended up with way too much.
Okay.
I'm
going to use a weapon to move him there, and then I can use another weapon to trade for one of these goods.
Trade.
And swap them for.
That's your first set of plants.
Yes.
So
2
that's
cash
copper, isn't it? There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
So that moves your income up 1, which is 2 money.
Yeah, right. So that's that done. Now I've got my 2 builds. So build 1. Let's go up to there.
You have a tower, so you are allowed to move up to there. Costs 4 money. Minus 1.
1, so
3. 3. And you get to take one of those.
Thank you.
And is that everything?
I've got another build.
Okay.
I get this one, which I'll use straight away. Go up on the blue track.
Just goes up on the blue track, which gets you 2 extra people and deploy one of them.
Deploy 1. Where shall we go? Go here.
Okay. Now you're done.
One more build.
Oh, you still got your other build? Yeah.
Yeah. Got a boat. Tower. Boat's probably better. I could go up.
Or you could just go up to the top, which would get you 5 points.
Yeah, but it would also cost 5.
It would cost you 5 money,
You
yeah.
might need the cash. 5 points though. 2 points. Yeah, let's go up. 5 to go up.
So you reach the top, you get 5 points.
5 points.
Okay. Everything
And
done.
that's my 2 builds done.
Roll.
Okay.
3 actions left.
So I'm going to take this one.
Mm-hmm.
So first things first. It's a 5. So I could move someone around. Don't think I would want to.
It's a dead, aren't they? Yes.
However, because it's a 5, I can throw away 2 cards to go up on the lowest track, which will be this one.
Mm-hmm.
Then because I'm here, I can throw away 2 cards to go up on the lowest track, which will then be this one. Then I'm going to...
I think there was a question in the chat way earlier on about what's the likelihood of one player getting to the top of each track. You might be seeing it. You might be seeing it.
Then I'm going to sell 1 card for a coin. And then take 3 coins because I'm taking this action. So that's all the prep. Then I'm going to spend 1 weapon to take 1 wood from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to spend 4 coins, a wood and a corn to play this card.
Yeah.
Playing this card allows me to play another card. So that's the 4 for that one. Stone, herbs, 3 lets me play this one.
Okay.
So I have at least 2 towers.
So you can tuck a card from playing that one.
Yep. Which is going to be itself.
Okay.
Underneath here. It's just for the points at this point. But then this one means I can then play a card because I have at least 2 cities.
Tuck a card from hand without losing the victory
without
points.
losing the victory points. And that will be, what have we got? I think it's going to be that one. Oh, actually, that's slightly better.
Is this the same person that scored 500 points on nuclear? Yes.
It's going to be this one who will slide under here. So that's still in play.
And you can't see this on Rob's on thing. I am just going to zoom in and show you Rob's cards because he's got quite a few of them. Let's just zoom in, and there we go. There's all of the cards that Rob has played. So yeah, you can see that there's quite a few cards there that he's played. Okay.
So that's that one done. That's that one done.
I don't think you've been up a track yet. I don't think you've done that. Because you discarded a whole load of cards to move up on a lowest track, and then you discarded some other cards to move up on a lowest track.
Okay.
I don't think you've done that, unless you remember doing it.
Don't think so. Let's okay. And I'll do up on this track.
5 points.
I'll take 5 points.
Right, all done?
Yep.
So I've got a 3, a 2, and a 1, so I have to do this one first. It's a 3 on the expand, which does absolutely nothing. So my engine that I've been building up, I haven't really been building it. I'm going to do a track movement. And I don't really need that now at this stage. Or what's that going to get me? Nothing. So I think we'll move up on this track. So that gets me 3 weapons. 2, 3.
Well, you did both of these on that turn, didn't you? Discarded 4 cards for moving 2 tracks.
You did.
Yeah, but they're different dice numbers. One's a 6.
No, that was that one.
Yeah.
Oh, this
he's
one.
got one that triggers on the action and
Yeah.
one that triggers on the dice.
So you get more.
I haven't had a chance with you. That was just playing, and when I play those, it'll trigger again.
Yeah, nice.
I've got 4 of these, and I need more. Because
And you got another one there as well.
Yeah.
No wonder you're so high on
that's
the
why
track.
I'm moving up the tracks a lot.
Yeah.
So There's no point having these here.
I'm burning cards like crazy, but I'm also drawing cards
Yeah,
like crazy.
you're
so
both
they're cycling
doing
through
something,
quite
right?
fast.
So I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one there. So I've got 4. That was 3. And you're going to be going as well.
Yeah.
And you're just going to deploying and
Yeah.
spreading everywhere.
Yeah.
Are we going to have like enough time tonight to count up all Rob's points?
No. I think we might have to end the stream early.
The screen's just going to cut out. Yeah.
Yeah, I will move to there. Right, now I am going to use an axe. I'm going to use a weapon to move somebody.
Yeah, me out the door.
Yeah. And I'm going to move this one to here. And then I'm also going to use an axe to get another stone. And I will convert 3 stone into here. I think I'm doing this wrong. I think I should have been doing what Rob's doing. He's just collecting the individuals and using them. Because I don't need all of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it anyway.
I think there's pros and cons.
Yeah, this stage, this isn't.
I felt it served me well.
It's not really getting me anything.
Just take them and cash them. So,
but you managed to
I
write
should
so
have been
many
taking
points
different
up from your player board. Is really impressive because you're all the way up here just from using that, getting all the points from.
Yeah,
that
does promote a good building
yeah,
strategy.
It's about building strategy, and then I think I'm going to get a decent amount of points from this as well. So
I think I'm done. I've just got this. Unfortunately, I don't have any triggers. I've taken a thing, done a thing.
Done your track.
Did the track. So one thing we haven't mentioned is at the end of the game, you all get a chance to defeat the things that are in your area, and I'm not going to defeat them now. I'm gonna save that. See if they're still there at the end. But that's it for me. So Stuart.
Okay, right. So I've got this one. Play 2 cards. So I've got 6, so I can take a good. Let's take one of those. And I can a card. Yeah, it's got to be from the deck.
How many cards have you got tucked, Rob?
Tucked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. 22 is apparently the record.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, at least my last 2 actions are going to be good. 3 builds, 3 card plays. Should probably start planning those. 3 builds is not enough. I need I need loads more.
Alright, so I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, that one.
But I could do this one. Deploy 1 person. Let's deploy there from that one. Let's play my first card.
So how many card plays are you doing? 2.
2.
So first one is that.
Let's play another card. I get 2 cash.
Can we check these before we take
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that one. Oh, I've got to pay for it. Discount 3, 6, 9. So it cost me nothing anyway. That's all right. And that lets me play. Let's play. This one. Cost of 2, and I get to draw 6 cards.
Just a few.
How's the chat going?
I'm already sat there so I can chat more easily.
Alright, 6 cards, and I can discard 2 to move up on the track. Which will be... Okay. So I've still got 1 build left.
Build.
Sorry, one
Card play.
We can do that. Handy. Okay. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. And I don't think I need that one. Discard those 3 for 5 points for the end of that card.
Yep. 5 points.
Discard those 2. Those 2 go up on 1 track, and I will go up on the red track. Well, the lowest track.
It's whatever's your lowest.
Oh,
Yeah.
so red or blue, your choice, red or blue. That will get you more points in the
Domination.
In the domination, and
But that'll allow you to tuck more
Yes.
cards.
I got 1 more.
1 more card play.
Yes.
Okay. And we're down to our last 2 actions.
yes, halfway through. So we're very near the end now.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm just not going to get out is that. So, never mind.
There's only 1 place on the board that a farm can be built.
Yep.
And that's here.
Right, okay. Wait, let's just go for that one.
I can't get enough people there, so yeah, it's fine. But it's only for me. It's only 6. Well, it's decent on each point, but I think there's
It'd be
things I
9
can do.
points.
Yeah,
So
10. Because
that one gets me 2 build actions.
Okay. So,
So-
two build actions then. So that is 3.
Yeah, that one's free. Well, actually, if I did 2 boats, I get 7 points for the 6 waves, wouldn't I?
You're currently on 5 waves.
Oh, so 1 boat.
One boat will get you
Okay.
that. You can build a
So-
tower for free.
Tower for free.
Yeah, which gets you 1 weapon and an extra person.
And weapon.
Weapon. And then you build a boat, which again is free.
Build a boat. And
Well, it doesn't cost you anything to build it, but it's going to cost you 2 to put it on there. But you've got
One.
herbs.
so I'll pay 1.
Okay, and now you've got 6 waves in total, so you get 7 points. There you go.
Okay, and let's trade one of them for another one of these.
Is that everything?
I
Wow.
believe that's
So
it.
that you played like 4 cards and did 2 builds.
One thing.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Here, final 2 actions. Rob.
Right, it has to be this one.
Yep.
So, first things first, I get a weapon.
You get 1 wild action.
But first things first,
You trigger lots of
wild. So I get 2 coins and a card,
the card.
please. Thank you. Let's see what we got.
Carl's joining in late and Brett's joining in. Good to see you. We are on the last round. We are on the final actions. Well, close to. 2 actions left each.
That's
My turn's going to be epic. I think. It's not going to.
You're charging up. Right, and it's
Yeah.
5 or 6, so I can move one of them up and I can move someone around. I think. The question is, what am I going to do with this action? I think. What's up there, which is 1 VP. And go up on the red track. Just really want to play some more cards. Right. That could. Let's begin. Spend 1. That was a 5, wasn't it? I didn't spend the 1, and I used a 5 to move him to there. Then I'm going to spend a weapon to grab a copper.
Yeah.
Then my action is I'm playing a card.
So your one wild action is to play a card.
Yep.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm going to sell 1, 2. I need 5. So I'm going to sell 3 cards. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I'm selling 3 cards for 3 coins.
3 money. Yep.
1, 2, 3. Then the card I play is this one.
Base cost is 11.
Yep. Got herbs and copper, and
So
I
it's down
spend
to 5
cash.
You spend 5 cash.
And the card I play, its ability means I can, for every sea people one I have, I get to deploy or move 2. So that's
so you've got 8
points. Yeah.
8 expands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Crazy. 6, 7,
8.
Right. They've arrived. The dark blue tribe is here. Are you all done?
That's that one, and then was a 5 or 6, so I think I'm not going to have a chance to get these out, so I'm going to burn these 2 cards to go up one on the lowest track, which for me will be this one, which gets me another 4
points.
CPs.
Okay, finished.
Yes.
That's that gone. That's that gone. Right, so I've got a 2 and a 1. Yep. So I have to take this one back, which is to play 3 cards with a 2. So I'll resolve the 2 first, which is this, and I put that one on here. Get off my land. And then I'm playing 3 cards. So I've kind of half planned this out. I think I'm playing this one first. So this is going to cost me 9, but I get a discount of 6. So it costs me 3. And the special ability is that if I have 2 farms, which I do, I can play a card for free. So I'll play. So I've got 3 card plays. I'm just going to use these 3 dice for the 3 card plays. I recommend doing this, by the way. This isn't in the rules, but I recommend taking some counters to track how many times you get to do things. So my first card play was that. That is going to get me to play this for free. Because I've played this for free, if I have 2 or more towers, which I do, I move up on a track and I get 2 money. The track I'm going to move up is this one. No. This one. And I'm going to tuck a card, which is going to be this one. Tuck this card in here. Right, and I'll just activate that straight away because I'm doing the card playing action to take 2 weapons, right? So 1 card play got me a 2nd card play. Right, okay, then I'm going to play another card. And this one I think is going to be this one, which costs me 3. 2, 3. And this one allows me to play another card and get 2 money. And this one is going to be this one, which normally costs 11. I get a discount of 6, so it costs me 5. And when it comes into play, I get 3 money for each tower, so that's 6. But then I can spend 8 money for 4 points. Yay! Right. And I've got 1 card play left, which I think was going to be this one. It was, but before I do that, so I've still got 1 card play left, I am going to spend 1 weapon, and I'm going to move I am going to get one more go after this, aren't I?
Yes.
I'm going to spend that weapon to go here. And then my final card play is going to be this one, which costs me 1. And I get 1 point for each region where I have dominance or presence. Is I think what that means. You want to just check on the back of the bit? It looks like that.
Either or.
If you have presence dominance in 4 regions, then so that
no, it's a different icon.
Yeah, so it'll be 4. That's dominance slash presence. If it's slash, then
so
it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 6 points.
Dominance slash presence. Yeah. Yeah. Here we are. Have presence dominance. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that's my 3 card plays done. And I used a 2, which got me that, which I already did, and I did that, which I already did. So that is me done.
Did your 9 cost card with wood and grain have a second action to it?
It did, but I had to have been level 6 or higher on the red track. So good spot, but I couldn't do it. And it would have just drawn the extra cards anyway. So, right, Stuart, your penultimate action.
Yeah, nothing exciting. So I can draw 4 cards, 1 coin.
1 coin, 1 weapon, and... Oh yeah, and you can play cards from here. Should have been doing that. If any of these would have been any better, which they probably won't.
So
actually.
firstly, I will take, because I've done this action, I can take 1.
Take a resource and then you can convert them.
Convert them.
That's your second permanent herbs, which gets you 2 income, which is 4 money.
Yep. And then get 2 cards from the top of the deck.
And then 4 more cards. Cards in hand are worth 1/5 of a point each at the end of the game.
So I think one of your viewers are trying to poach me as a playtester, Paul.
Okay, that's fine. He's available for hire.
Yeah, Paul will hire me out,
Yeah.
usual right. It's not really my first time playing. I read the rulebook this week and we played a game and a half. What? A turn and a half.
You played a turn and, well, almost 2 rounds.
So can I have that
before,
first
just to get a
card
feel for
there?
This one?
Yeah, and then, because that one I can draw from the offer as well, yeah?
That, yes.
And then 3 cards from the top.
We're running out of cards, which means we shuffle the discards.
Okay.
Never happened before. You guys drawing
And
a million cards.
So I get
An impressive amount of
2
card draw going on there.
of these. 2 of those. Then I will spend a weapon to move one of them. Yeah. And I think that's it for that turn.
Right, we are on our final turns.
Yes. So I'm
Rob.
bringing this one back.
Yeah, here we
So
go.
first things first, it's a map movement, so I'm getting 2 coins and 2 victory points for my static. I don't have any cards to burn anymore,
Right.
so no more. I'm not going to quite hit the red, I think.
Yeah, and it's now 6 engage.
3
6,
or 4, but that does get me any 1 resource of my choice.
6 expands.
I don't think it's going to matter anything. Can't quite get all of it. So I have 6 points. Everyone's already on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just 10, isn't it? We have a total of 10 people.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 6 in reserve, 1 on the map, and 3 in the pool at the start.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, 10 people each. Okay, what are you going to do with your 6?
Right. There is the question. So I'm bringing him back. I think. If I stick him in here. 1.
That's 1,
2.
2.
That's dominating. That's dominating. That's dominating. That's dominating. I think that's the best.
Okay.
No, I don't think any of these are going to be of any use.
I mean, domination for you is worth 8
Ooh.
points each, isn't it?
Yep, I've got an idea. He was
He was here.
here. Actually, I'm going to go 1.
You're going to go 1 and beat up these people.
Beat up them.
Yeah.
That's 3 for 3. Then bring him
2.
back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
2.
Okay.
I think that's the best I'm going to manage at this point.
All finished.
Yes.
Final action done.
You're building.
I'm doing 3 builds. So 1, 2, 3. Now I don't know what the best thing for me to do is. Unfortunately, even if I do 3 of these, that's not enough for that. I'm 1 short. But if I move this up 1, 2, 3, I'll get that, and that would be tucking a card, and it would get me 4 points income. But I kind of want to get these out. But I just don't know whether it's tricky. It's really tricky, because moving this up to there is a 3-point increase, which is exactly the same as I'd get for building a city, but it also gets me that, which is to tuck a card, which is another 5 points. So it just seems a little bit of a waste on my last turn when I was going to build lots of stuff. No, because with 3 builds I can build 3 different things. Okay, we're going to build a city. It's free because I've got 3 stone. So my first build is to build a city there. It's free. It gets me 2 weapons.
Yep.
What's the dice that I'm using? It was a 1.
Yeah, pretty sure it was quite low.
It was a 1. I am then using my second build to build a tower. Now this is going to cost 9. I get a discount of 6 because of the copper. But I will use a weapon to get a copper from here. And then I will use that copper to build this for free, which goes in here. So that gets me an immediate 3 weapons.
Your last bod.
My last bod. And then because I used a dice of value 1, I get to put it on the board. And I've got 1 build left, which is probably a farm, because a farm is going to get me 4 points. And I don't think any other build
gets you as much.
Gets me as many. I mean, I could move up here and get.
Well, great.
There's 2 movement.
You could shift things around, yeah. But is that going to be enough to really swing the balance anyway? Well, you could control that one.
It might, or I could move up on a track, which actually moves up there, so my domination score becomes worth an extra 1. Yeah, no, I mean, we could do that. That's fun. I spent all this effort getting ready to build a farm. Okay, we're going to do it. So my last build is actually just to move this up to here, which is free, because it's normally 2, but I get a discount of 2. And I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to use that for 2 movements. This is my third build, to go 1, 2.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, we'll do that. What else? Does building get me anything? No, building doesn't get me anything. The 1 got me that. Other stuff that I can do at the end of the turn. I haven't used a weapon to move, have I? Or did I? But I don't think I need to now.
I think because you've got.
I've got presence.
You've got control. You're controlling the 3 in the middle. These ones here. You've got presence there. I mean, you can pull them out, but you're not going to get control.
I can throw cards away for money, but every card in hand is worth 1 money. Is worth 1/5 of a point, and every money is worth 1/5 of a point. So it's not the Terraforming Mars situation where the last thing you do is bin your cards for money.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's worth the same. I think that is me done. Final action has been taken for me. Stuart. 2 wilds to finish us off.
Anything triggering on a 3 or a wild?
3. I get 2 weapons.
Yum yum. Wild, you get 2 weapons, 2 cards, and 2 moves.
2 more weapons. 2 more cards.
2 more cards for them as well.
But I'm better off doing that one at the end,
I think so, yeah.
because or else I'll lose my whatever them lose dominance.
Well, you do it here, and that is before we.
So you're still.
Oh no, it's after.
Oh, it's us. Okay.
Yeah, we score for domination, and then after that, you do get a chance to
Drop them.
Yeah. Do you want to just pass me the rulebook? I'll triple check that. Yes. So you do region scoring, and then after the region scoring, you remove all remaining level 1 tokens, and then there is a chance to do a fight. If there's a tie, it's the one with the most weaponry that wins the tie, and if it's still a tie, the one who is earlier in turn order.
Okay, so I'm going to go for a build action on my wild.
It's not building, that's playing cards.
Playing cards action.
Playing cards
Playing
action.
cards,
So you've got
right.
two cards to play.
Yes.
Like that. 2 cards to play.
And he's played one of them.
First card.
And that gives me an extra play.
Okay. And give you 1 weapon per tower that you've built. You've built 2 towers, so you get 2 weapons.
And next one. Oh, I better pay for it.
Yeah.
Which is
It's free.
3.
it's a 0.
0. Yeah, there you go. You did pay for it.
Yeah. That's a very nice ability.
It is, yeah. Second card.
Second card.
Oh no, this is your second card
That's from
This is your free
triggering from his first
Which
one.
also gives me another free card.
because you're 5 higher on. Yep.
Yep, and it's also costing nothing to play.
Yeah, I get to draw 2 cards. Let's see if they give me more builds. There
Yeah,
you
you're
go.
going to chain that.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's the weakness of burning these, I think, because I didn't then have one of each to make the cards all cheaper.
Right. Yeah.
What was that?
Get quite a few, I just haven't had the resource. to do
Okay,
it.
let's go for this one. So you get 1 weapon for every card
In your
played, but
Play it,
not
yeah.
Yes. So that's low.
3, 6, 9.
So 9 more weapons. You got enough weapons?
And I can spend 3 to do 2 build actions.
Right.
Very nice.
So you've got 1 card play and 2 builds.
Okay, so build. Let's so how do we build now?
You could just move boats up.
Yeah, boats are moving them, and I think those
Yeah,
are.
let's get one of these up. Can I get +2 there?
So first build is to build a tower.
Do I need to pay for that?
It's gonna cost
So
you
we
3.
do 3. 1, 2, 3. Build a tower, which gets me 3.
3 weapons. And your last guy.
Oh, well, hey, which
Don't forget about me.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've got
You've got a second build
You've got
action.
1 more build,
one build.
1 more card play.
Let's get the boat out, which doesn't cost anything.
Got to go here, so it's free.
Yeah. 5 and
It's actually both builds. And then you've got 1 more card.
1
play.
more card play today.
That's 5 points. So let's go for this one. I think that's 1 I want.
1.
It's going to cost you nothing.
Nothing.
And you get to activate
1 boat's income. So it's either 5 cards of victory point,
or just a point. They're exactly the same. So have a point.
Let's just take a point. Get all the cards out. And then I can deploy a.
Deploy 1 and move 1. Or
Move
just
that
leave it there
And
if you wanted to.
can move 1, 2, 3 if I wanted. That one's not doing anything, so you could get
Well, that's getting you
1, 2,
presents.
3, and then I get dominance.
Yeah, because you've got the towers out. Dominance trumps president. Dominance trumps presence. As in,
But
It's worth more points.
I don't really want to get more points. So
that's
Yeah, that one is not doing anything.
there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do.
in your next card play, went.
No, that,
No, that
was
was-
the
That
next-
was that one. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All done.
Finished.
Right,
Good.
so we're done.
Right.
Fantastic.
Income for the final round. So I
Oh,
get
sorry, I might as well. 5, 6, 7. Do that now
which one?
for the 9 points.
Yeah, but if you do that,
Oh, the
removes
other
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you do it afterwards.
The whole
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Okay.
Right. 8
So-
cash and 3 VP for
I
me.
get 10 money.
Mm.
4 points. You also 10 money and 4
10
points.
money for VP.
Okay. These tracks. So we all get a point for this.
Sorry about that, Rob. I hope that doesn't.
No, you're doing absolutely right. Cool. Don't
game.
apologise for.
It won't look again. He's so far ahead, it's scary.
Thank you.
3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
And then down here, 2 weapons for me and Rob, and 1 weapon for Stuart.
Yeah, because these all matter at the end, don't they? For
Yeah.
cashing in.
Over here, blue is going to get 4 weapons. I get 3. Stuart gets 2.
There you go. Tuck.
And then tucking cards. So blue gets to tuck 4 cards, green gets to tuck 3 cards, I get to tuck 2 cards.
Yeah.
And you just took the ones with the most points on.
Yeah. I could do from hammer, there's no point because it would produce me bound by the same value.
Okay, that was income done.
Do I still get the 10 for doing the 10, or is it too late for that?
No, I think you still get it. I'm way off that. So another 7 points. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So now we do farms.
Okay.
So I get 4.
I get 8.
You get 14.
14, yeah.
Right. Then we do domination and presence. So Rob, we'll do yours first.
Okay, so I
You're
dominate
dominant
here
in 1,
and here.
2,
Yep, and I have presence here.
and
And
here.
here.
Right. So your domination base score is 6. So you built both towers, so it's 8. It's the higher one.
Yep.
So that's 16, and your presence is 4. So it's 24.
16, 20, 20.
24 points.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 locations. 24.
Mine.
On 51.
So my domination.
You'd be so kind.
My domination is worth 5, 6, 7, and I dominate in 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 28.
Mm-hmm.
And my presence is worth 3, and I'm present in 1, 2, 3. So 9. Stuart, your domination is worth 6, and your presence is worth 2.
So you are dominating here and here.
Okay.
So that's 12,
12.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18.
You're an 11.
Getting you one of those.
Woohoo.
Right. Then we get rid of all of these, all of the level 1 ones, and then we have a fight for the remaining level 2 ones. Now, if we both want to defeat this, it's whoever's got the most weapons, which is you. So you get to take both of them, unfortunately. So that's going to cost you 12 weapons, but you do get 15 points.
15, so
Wows. Nice.
26.
And now we do end of game scoring. So cities. Now this is cumulative.
Yep.
So we all get 4 points.
4 points. That's just not to put Paul into the 100.
Yay! Right. Then ships, which again is cumulative. I only have my second ship, so I only get 2 points.
I get both, so I get 7 and you get 7
You
as
get
well.
7
Yeah.
as well. Let's do it. I'll close the poll, by the way. End poll. The poll has ended. So we've done ships. Right, tucked cards.
Oh, I needed 2. I want to do 3.
$67.
67. So I'll knock 3 off and I'll add 70. So 70 onto 59
Yep.
is 29. Oh, I've almost been lapped. For that,
Yep.
200. How many?
49. No, it's alright. No, it is 51.
51.
Hmm.
So 1
88.
plus another 50. Right. Then We do 1 point for every card that you've played that hasn't been tucked. I get 2.
Get back here.
7.
Then add up your coins, your weapons, and your cards in hand, and divide by 5.
Four more points for me. I'm getting you. I'm getting you. But you've got a ton of cash.
11.
Yeah. Leap away right at the end.
Didn't get lapped. Count that as a victory.
10.
And that is the final score. So Rob wins with 233.
33.
Stuart second with 205. And then I'm a distant third with 144. And the poll said Rob's going to win, 47%. A lot of people had confidence in me though.
Yep.
Don't know why. My game
Very poor
kind
pattern
of
recognition this lot.
my game kind of went wrong near the start, and I don't quite know why, but I didn't get to play many cards underneath here, so the engine just didn't get going. But I don't quite know, because there's almost no randomness in the game apart from the cards that you draw, but you can always do something. I think, Rob, you showed that playing it close to the wire with your money, you were constantly throwing away cards for money.
Oh yeah.
Which I had the perception that was like a dead, not a dead move, but you only do that if you're absolutely desperate. But you were doing it to get you just the right amount of cash, whereas I had, it was wasted. I had so much spare stuff at the end. I was concentrating too much on getting these resources, which I don't think there was a need to do. I think once you've got one of each, your card plays become cheaper. But getting 2 or 3 of each, I was doing it thinking, oh, that means I can build that for free and that for free. I didn't need to build them for free.
Just throw the cash.
I had the cash.
I went for 3 of these to get that, and a secondary would help with that.
It was going to help with that a lot. Yeah. How did you find your second game went? Without giving an opinion on the game?
Right.
Did you feel that you understood more about what you were doing in your second game?
No, I went completely different, the separate game. The second game, I went all farming. I thought I won't do any battles. I just tried something different out. Yeah.
I mean, you weren't that far behind Rob, considering how well Rob was doing.
I think you were doing well. You had a lot.
You were less than 30 points behind.
You had that, particularly your card play engine, where you sort of had enough of the resources plus a discount to mean almost all the cards you're playing were free.
Well, that's it. Me and you were going for playing the cards, which meant Paul kept missing out on playing cards. I think you kept getting stuck on.
But at the point where now we missed out, I only had 5 or 6 cash. I didn't have the money to be able to play the cards. But yeah, you're right. There was the one round where I ended up just drawing 8 or 9 cards, and I was thinking, I can't do anything with these. But my biggest problem was not playing them, was tucking them. And I think getting to here on the red track, so that you're at least tucking 2 cards a turn.
I think
a round.
And I had a few cards in here which allowed
bonus
important tucks as well.
Yeah, I don't know. You blast away points doing your building stuff with your cards, and then somehow you just be able to play loads of cards. I don't know if you managed to tuck some really good ones. There
were some good tucks. There was this. This was interesting.
Yeah. Points every time you build something.
I got about 25 points from that.
Yeah.
Wasn't a massive amount of the discount for that, and then the card draw, but then that was a goodly amount of points.
It was. If you're building a lot, then that's good. We're all done. A big thank you to everybody who has been watching us tonight. The video was long. We did a full teach, and we tried to explain what we were doing as we were going. I mentioned to you earlier on that I think a 3-player game of this you could get done in 2 hours. My first game of this was 3 hours with 3 people learning from the rulebook. None of us knew how to play the game, and we learned how to play from the rulebook, and we played a 3-player game in 3 hours. We've been 3.5 tonight, but I reckon we could do this in 2.25.
Yeah. I think a lot of time was burnt explaining
and things
which I think is the right thing to do. But But that, yeah.
In terms of variability, you have different objectives. So there's a big stack of objectives. So those will be different each time you play. There is a different bonus marker. So there's 5 of these. So you could have a different thing there. And there are overlay tiles for these, which I haven't actually looked at yet, but I don't know how they change things.
Yeah, and it's just...
Do you want to just stick them on? And I'll...
These are the 2-player, isn't it?
Are those the 2-player ones?
These are the 2-player ones, yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're overlay tiles for playing with 2 players. Okay.
Or the solo or something.
Right. Okay. So it's not... I thought it might have been different variations on that.
There's just fewer of them.
There is some variation on these, and the reason why these are not printed on the board is that there's a B-side. In fact, we were using the B-side. So, accidentally, I was using the B-side of this one. You're supposed to use the A-sides for your first game.
Silly boy.
Silly boy. Okay, yeah, the A-side is just weapons, whereas the B-side is weapons up to the top, where it's actually track advancement.
But interestingly, it's when you get to that point, it's needing
goods. Yeah.
You have to throw.
Okay. This one is tucking cards when you get near the top.
Oh, nice.
And this one is gaining resources.
Yeah,
so
very interesting.
Well, lucky you didn't have that side. You were,
right
there at the beginning.
I tucked it.
You did tuck.
I had capacity left.
And there's 5 of these as well.
Yeah.
So there's 5 of these player powers, and you reverse draft them at the start of the game.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. The game is out in a couple of months' time. Pre-order is available at the Board and Dice website. You can buy it if you're at Essen Spiel, and that's it. More importantly, the whole aim of me doing these videos is to help you make a decision. We've got our own thoughts on it, and we're gonna go downstairs now and talk about it. But we're not going to share those opinions in this video because it was a sponsored video. But hopefully this video has helped you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game that you're going to like. If it has, great. Leave me a comment, let me know. And although this video was sponsored, I do rely on the support of the Patreon to keep the channel going. So if you want to support the channel and get access to some secret behind the scenes videos, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. Thank you two for staying late tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you all next time. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.